Hello and welcome to the Goosebumps Book Club podcast. I am Peter, one of your hosts.
And I am Aiden.
And today we will be doing Night of the Living Dummy. It is our 7th installment in the book series. Really excited to do it. And we have a special treat for you today. Joining us today, we have our first guest of the podcast, avid reader, film actor. You may have seen her in Ouija Shark. Ooh. And our friend Zoe Town.
Hey, woo! Thanks for having me.
Happy to have you here.
Yeah. Pause.
Yeah.
She said friend, not a random person we kidnapped off the street.
Yeah. No, totally.
Yeah,
good friend of ours.
I think Aiden, you've been friends with her for a long time. I met her yesterday. Yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be great.
Going to be fun. Yeah.
So we're going to first go over kind of a brief summary of...
Just a little, kind of like a little brief, almost tease of what the book is about, I guess, more than anything.
A little taster. Those of you who haven't read the book.
Like a little tasty treat.
At least recently. Maybe you've forgotten...
it may have been a few years since you've read a Goosebumps book. And Zoe, you're not going to listen to my fantastic voice. Zoe has graciously volunteered to.
I guess before we do that, did we want to say what we're doing in the podcast like we normally do?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So this is our Goosebumps book club. Basically, Peter here has not read any of the Goosebumps books. Maybe read one?
I think I've read one, and it was like where giant ants attack. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know exactly which one that is. And a Choose Your Adventures,
but like not a main series.
No, those don't count. So I think I've read all of them except for maybe one or two. So this is an introduction for Peter.
I'm not worthy.
To the beautiful Goosebumps series, and kind of it's allowing me to go back to my childhood by rereading these books too, and looking at them from a more critical eye and seeing how they stand up, which they all do amazingly. They all stand up really, really well. Yeah.
I didn't realize that was the premise. I'm really glad to know that.
We've been talking to you about this for weeks, and we didn't tell you the premise of the podcast.
Yeah, that's
right. I love when things are a surprise.
Yeah, so let's I guess we can jump right into
Let's
Zoe's.
Jump right
let's
in,
just jump right in, shall we?
Just jump right on in. Ooh, podcasting. All right. Lindy and Chris are twins who can't seem to get along or stop competing with each other. When Lindy finds a ventriloquist dummy that she names Slappy, things only get worse. Jealousy, violence, and ventriloquism are just some of the horrors in this story.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I just want to start with a good name for a book, Night of the Living Dummy.
Great name for a book.
That's something we haven't talked about before. R.L. Stine, I think, is really good with his book titles. He's very clearly going from like B horror movies and stuff. And I mean, this is obviously Night of the Living Dead, but Night of the Living Dummy instead.
And the cover work, the artwork is creepy.
No,
as they all are.
They always have great cover work. I think because we read the. Not to ruin the recording magic, we read the Kindle version, which I think had a different cover as well from the original.
I went back in time and read
the original.
I went to a Scholastic fair and read it. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, that's where I got all of mine. Were from the Scholastic fairs.
Children.
Good. I'm glad. What's the point otherwise?
Sorry, guys.
It's just too easy to get them from the library.
Yeah,
Well, it's not too hard to have fun when you got a library card, so.
That's true.
I love how you butchered that.
I was like, that is not how it goes.
It rhymes originally.
Yeah,
it does.
90s kids will maybe get that reference.
I'm very smart. What did you guys want to tackle first about the book?
I guess we'll start up, with what happens and kind of...
I want to set the scene, personally.
Yeah. Sure, let's go ahead.
I've been, I don't want to say putting off reading the book, but I hadn't made time to read the book. And then I was on the train back from Toronto, and I was like, oh, this is the perfect opportunity. And, you sit down on the train, and you're really hoping that no one's going to be sitting down next to you. But then this fellow young woman came and sat next to me, like, oh, okay, well, that's cool, we're good, we're fine. But then she pulls out her laptop, and I see all of these stickers on top that are all like, God loves you and prayer hands. And okay, look, nothing against Christians, nothing, absolutely nothing. But when you have that, the laptop was covered.
Wow.
All and no other kinds of stickers, only Jesus stickers.
Christ.
So I should not have been surprised when she pulled out her book, which was a Bible,
Wow.
and started to study it next to her.
Huh.
And usually I would be embarrassed to be reading whatever I'm reading, because I'm usually reading fairy smut. But that day, I pulled out my smartphone and I was reading a Goosebumps book.
Something a little more sophisticated.
Yeah.
Read.
Yeah.
I'm a woman.
Maybe just as fabricated. Sorry.
Yeah.
We don't have any religious opinions of one kind or another on this podcast.
That's purely speculative.
I don't have any opinions about anything at all, actually.
Oh,
yeah. No.
You're the least opinionated person I know.
Yeah, no, I don't have any opinions about anything. So, yeah. But, fun way to start reading it, I guess.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't hear that story, and thank you for saving it for the podcast.
You're
Unlike
so welcome.
me and Aiden, who have been, sharing secrets.
She actually shared that with me, I think.
Oh.
Before.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
Well, I saved it for you.
She did.
Oh, thank you so much, Zoe. I read the book I was recently living in the country with my parents.
Did you eat a lot of peaches?
Did not. I ate some dried mangoes, actually.
Oh,
okay.
So,
Wow.
I mean,
Carry on.
peach adjacent. So yeah, I've just been was in a transitionary phase of moving back with my parents while I figured out a new place to live. And I just kind of powered through one day. And pretty boring for me.
It was
a great book.
I forgot it was that long ago, because that's been a few weeks now since that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Actually, it wasn't then. Sorry.
Because I was like,
right.
I had to.
No, I just moved into my new place.
Yes.
And you were like, Peter, can you read this?
It was like,
sorry, I was misremembering.
I think I was like, Peter, you have until Tuesday to read.
And then I was just like in my new place, and I just like powered through because you were like, Zoe needs to read this book.
I did.
And I powered through. Sorry, I was misremembering because I think I read the other book.
The country setting gave it a romantic.
Yeah, sorry. And we talked about peaches and mangoes.
I shouldn't have ruined the illusion. That was my.
Yeah, and I was now in this transitionary phase of stressful, and I was.
Yeah.
It was snowy.
Ruined by fact checker Aiden.
Yeah,
that's what I'm here for.
Fact checks me.
And I read it. I think. Well, I was because we had planned to record it a bit sooner, and that didn't end up happening. So I was planning to read it the day before then, and it ended up not happening. So I ended up not reading it then. So I think I read it within the last week. In all honesty,
yeah, you're the freshest.
I am the freshest,
in
which does not mean I'm going to actually remember in intimate detail everything about the book. But I did read it in this room, actually, where we're recording. So
wow, that is an intimate detail.
I feel like it's living literature around us.
Yeah, the essence of me reading Night of the Living Dummy.
There's a green mist in me, if you will.
Yeah, we'll attribute that to the reading, sure.
Yeah, not the Coke and pizza even.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. To be clear,
actually, no, it's Pepsi.
It's Pepsi. It's not even Coke.
Diet Pepsi.
It's
SodaStream.
It's SodaStream Diet Pepsi.
Yeah,
the best kind of.
Yeah. Definitely not cocaine.
Yeah.
No.
Cocaine.
Don't do that.
Don't do it. Yeah, if you take any lessons, don't do that.
Don't do drugs.
Ever.
Stay in school.
Be cool.
Do you think children are listening to this?
I
Maybe
hope not, but maybe
Are we okay? That's a good question that I'm going to ask as we're recording.
We've sworn on here.
Okay,
before.
I love that you wrote it.
Yeah,
Swears?
we have
made some pretty risky jokes as well. So
yeah,
Okay. All
yeah,
right.
we've.
this is for an audience like ourselves looking back.
Yeah, the intended audience is definitely.
But if it's younger, ye be warned.
All right.
Yeah.
So sad millennials. Happy
Yes.
to stay.
That's definitely me.
Watch out.
Yeah, if you're younger than 14, God help you. And
Whoa, okay.
not just because of the podcast, but let's go on ahead.
Cool.
Because of the world.
Because of the world we live in,
change.
you know, it's never been bleaker to be young right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Moving on to the book. Shit. What did you guys want to tackle in terms of?
Well, let's
start with the start.
Let's
I guess.
start at the start.
Okay. We're gonna go. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we're changing the
There's-
format. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, there's been a bit of a break from when we last did these episodes, and you know, this is a bit of a shift now. We're kind of changing gears a bit and trying out new stuff. So
I don't like change, but I'm gonna do it.
I think.
It's okay.
I feel the next few episodes might be a bit more experimental than our previous ones as we kind of shift
But not
around.
in the drug way, because drugs are bad.
As we've established, yeah, don't do them. But
Experimental in the good way, like therapy.
oh, okay. Or you know, antidepressants. If you're on those,
Yeah, I
Do
am.
those.
So it's great.
if you're taking them, keep taking them. But anyways, yes, I guess at the start, I guess we'll start with the two main characters.
Yes, which are named.
They do have names. They are, let's see, Chris and Lindy Powell are the
Yes.
main characters.
Mhm.
Now, right off the top.
Yeah.
Lindy.
Lindy's a weird name.
How do we feel about that?
Not a fan. Is it a nickname? I'm guessing for like Lindsay maybe or something.
Or Linda. Maybe.
Linda maybe. Linda.
I also said that if anyone looks at their baby and says that's Linda, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But I think
Lindy?
Lindy's
Yes.
worse. I think
Yeah.
Lindy's worse.
Yeah, you're right.
Lindy's worse. Linda at least is a name.
Yeah, but okay. Here's the thing. It can't be for Linda because those are the same. So it's not shorter to go from Linda to Lindy.
That's right-
And
that's
it's not
right.
shorter to go from Lindsay to Lindy.
Because you're right, same
Just taking
syllable.
the S out.
Yeah.
It's the same syllable.
Like, what is it, Galinda? Like, what are we what are we going here for?
Linda.
That at least would make sense.
That
Is
would
that
be-
like the good or bad witch?
That was the good witch.
Okay.
She's
But
the
he wrote a lot of books, so
he did,
maybe
and
he wanted to make sure he wasn't going to run out of names.
I'm actually curious. Maybe I'll try in the future to see if we could keep track of how many repeated, because there has to be some. There's like over 60 Goosebumps books, so there has to be some repeated names. Because like he's also keeping pretty, not sound bad, pretty typical white kid names and stuff for the most part. He's
Yeah.
not going everywhere culturally. It's like
Yeah.
white suburbanites are like kind of the main demographic of this for the most part, I'd say.
As the podcast continues, I would find it really interesting to find out if there are more children of color in these stories.
And I don't think there have been. So, I mean,
Yeah.
we haven't recorded the episode yet. Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. They were
They're Egyptian,
they're Egyptian, like
Okay.
part Egyptian at least, or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah,
but they're
so
pretty whitewashed.
I think they're pretty. Yeah,
Sorry.
like their names are
Use the term.
they're pretty. Their names
Are
are
you apologizing to me?
I don't know. I didn't know if like you're
like she's the
sorry.
least. Zoe's the least white of us here. It's
We are all, for the listener, so white.
very, very, very
We are
white.
people of power.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No,
Yeah.
I'm white.
Yeah, no, but I think they would be the
Skater.
most non-white, and I think their names are all white from what I remember, like pretty typical white names for the most part,
Yeah.
and like, so I am curious. I'll try to keep that in mind in the future to see if any kids in this are not white, because I don't think there are many.
Is there any multiculturalism? That was huge in the 90s.
Yeah, no, that's true. I feel like
Mhm.
cartoons at that point, I feel like usually had good diversity and stuff
Oh,
going.
big time.
Like
Like-
Arthur had like a bunch of animals.
Yeah, I mean, you think of like Recess, and Recess had diversity, I guess.
What about Magic School Bus? That was pretty diverse.
Magic School Bus is a good example. Yeah.
Carlos.
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 But yeah, not a fan of Lindy as a name. Chris is okay.
Chris is okay.
But it's with a K.
Yeah, I think it's like probably short for like Kristen. Yeah, Kristen, Christina or something. Yeah.
Too? Chris, like a Chris Dagger.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
I feel like I've seen Chris as a nickname like that before or whatever.
I have.
Yeah.
There's a famous TikToker, Call Me Chris.
I only know that because they played a lot of Diablo 2 about the Chris thing.
Oh, about the dagger.
Yeah, about the dagger. Yeah, I've definitely... Chris's name, unusual, didn't surprise me that much. Lindy was immediate... And I kept... The thing with me is I kept forgetting Lindy's name. Like, whenever I would try to... my brain... It would just exit my brain because my brain refused to accept it as a name, I think.
It's just trauma blocking.
It was, yeah, exactly. Like,
It's
yeah, like, it just refused to accept that Lindy is a name.
Well, I refuse to accept Lindy because as you guys will see, she is kind of a menace.
Oh, she's the worst.
Yeah.
She sucks.
Yeah, I hate her.
Yeah.
But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We open on this this bedroom scene of the two twins, and they're just absolutely roasting each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's...
Yeah.
It is WWE SmackDown in that household.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Totally.
nice. No. And I mean, I think it does a good job of setting the stage of their relationship with each other,
like
which is not it's not a, I mean, they're siblings, I guess. They're siblings of the same age, and they just are really tense with each other, and they're not.
Yeah, they're bickering, and then the mom comes in, and I'm like, okay, she's gonna kind of calm this down. But I can't remember one of the girls is like, hey, when do I get my own room? And the mom goes, on the 12th of never. Like,
yeah, there's like a lot of sarcasm, and it's like, oh, that's where it comes from.
It's like, that's where you get it. Mom's like, get wrecked, actually. No,
yeah.
It's like my mom would be like, well, like, where are we going? And she'd be like, we're going crazy.
Yeah.
So you definitely see the family dynamic is like they're passing down this snarky kind of demeanor,
which they're just letting out on each other.
Exactly. It's like you're cultivating this negative atmosphere in the house.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's a case of they probably weren't planning to have twins at all, obviously, whatsoever, and just weren't prepared for that, I think. But
I don't think they're prepared to have kids general, because, like, they don't seem great.
Well, they're not great.
They're not bad.
I think this series has desensitized me to bad parents, because there are a lot of bad parents in this series.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But things will get worse. But,
for sure, yeah.
You can definitely see the tone of
there's a pattern,
So, the two girls go outside, and I don't remember what they're planning to do, but, like, they make it, like, 2 steps out of their front door, and then they see a house under construction, like, okay, let's break and enter.
Yeah, they wanted to go on a bike ride. Well, I think their
parents were like, get outside and do something. Like
very nice.
You guys got to get along.
Yeah.
And they were like, let's do crime.
Yeah, well, I remember distinctly Lindy is like, oh, like, you want to see if we can find Robbie or something, because, like, I guess Chris has a crush on a boy named Robbie, which stood out to me because characters in Goosebumps, not common for them to have even mentioned crushes, and it happened a few times in this book that, like, Chris, I think, has crushes on boys. And
did they specify how old the girls are?
I don't. 12.
I'm guessing at least 12.
I usually assume 12 for them. I don't think they always specify. I don't know if they did in this, but they're usually around 12 years old.
They seem very tween aged, which is what the books are written for at that time.
Yeah, well, like, the fact that she's, like, Chris mentions having crushes and stuff makes me think she's probably, like, in the 10 to 12 range or something at a minimum.
Yeah. Maybe even 13 or 14.
Maybe 14. Yeah,
Ooh.
14's old for Goosebumps, I feel. Yeah.
Ancient.
Yeah. No, R.L. Stein accepted once kids turned 14, they were probably not reading Goosebumps anymore. Yeah, exactly. Then they move on to Fear Street, because that's more age appropriate for 14-year-olds. Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
That's another series by
Okay.
not as well known as Goosebumps.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're walking around this house that they've broken into.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's where we were.
I have notes. I caused quite a stir when I came in, and I was like, guys, I have notes.
And we were like, thank God.
You didn't make them just before the podcast?
yeah, you can do that.
I didn't have a lot else to do on the train other than watch the girl read her Bible. So I made some notes of things that were said while they're walking through this house. Careful, if you step on a nail, you'll get lockjaw and die.
Oh, yeah.
You wish. I don't want you to die. Just get lockjaw.
Oof.
God.
Absolutely brutal. Like, what?
Terrible.
Like, and that's Lindy saying, I don't want you to die. Just get lockjaw. And then, like, 2 seconds later, Chris is like, oh, do you think those wires are on? And Lindy's like, touch one and find out. Lindy, I think you do want your sister to die, actually.
And get lockjaw.
Yeah.
And get lockjaw.
And get lockjaw. Yeah. No. So automatically establishing that Lindy's the meaner of the two. Like, she's
So
the much
mean.
meaner. She's super mean to Chris.
Like a psychopath.
Everything that Chris does is like a bid for attention. Even in the opening scene when they're in their bedroom, Chris is blowing a really big bubble gum bubble. Now, whether you find that embarrassing or stupid is beside the point.
That's pretty awesome.
She's like, like, look at me, I've got a bubble. And her sister Anita pops it. It splatters in her face, and she's got gum stuck to her face. And Lindy's like, loser. Like, everything that Chris does is a bid for attention and connection, and everything Lindy does is to break her sister's spirit.
Yeah.
I feel it's a pattern of her trying to reach out to her sister, and her sister just rejecting her and pushing back against her.
She's just a sadist. Like, she just loves.
She's mean. Well, yeah, she knows that Chris can't take it, and I think that causes her to do it more. Like, she knows she'll get a reaction out of her, and she just likes to do it, I think.
And as a child, I was, actually, a friend told me, I was kind of an easy target.
Mm-hmm.
And so I deeply relate to Chris, and I'm sure
sorry.
that will come up in this a lot.
I too was bullied.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I definitely felt for Chris pretty constantly throughout the book. Absolutely.
Yeah. I think any sane, normal, empathetic person should feel something for Chris.
I'm glad to hear you say that, because I wasn't sure who we were supposed to see as the main character. Yeah. And if we were supposed to empathize with Lindy finding Chris annoying.
I feel it's Chris, because most of the story is through Chris's perspective. Character. Like, it's interesting because it does switch to Lindy a few times, which is actually, we've talked about this in the past. It isn't that common in Goosebumps to do that, but sometimes he will switch the perspective around.
Strange that
there's a few with Lindy, but it is predominantly Chris.
And I'm not sure that it's like a strict dual perspective. It's not like this chapter is from one perspective. No. It's more of the what's the word for it when the it's like omniscient or omnipotent.
Yeah, narrator kind of like
first person omniscient.
Like there's usually
second person,
or it's third person. I think.
Person?
Yeah, if it was second person, I think it'd be in like present tense or I forget, but yeah, it's third person and
omnipotent?
and omniscience. Yeah. So
all seeing,
all knowing. But because some chapters there's usually a break between the perspectives. I find, but sometimes the same chapter will flip between the two. But I feel I feel like it's probably close to like 90 to 95% Chris, and like maybe 5-10% Lindy. Which yes, I'm happy is the case, and. Mm-hmm. Because I think we were. Hopefully, R.L. Stine wanted us to sympathize with Lindy, because otherwise,
I think if most of the readers sympathized with
otherwise he failed in his attention because
there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to give us our inciting incident for the?
I guess they find a dummy, ventriloquist dummy was it the garbage?
It was a dumpster.
In a dumpster outside of the construction
and they
site.
think it's a child at first or something.
And then he's like, oh, like it's a ventriloquist dummy, and like it's in really good shape, I should keep this, and like I can get really good at ventriloquism, and I'm gonna be really awesome. And Chris kind of like, I think she brushes her off a bit, like,
Oh yeah, she has a very normal reaction of like, okay, that's
that's kind of
Yeah.
a weird thing to do.
He's like, I think she's like, he's probably filled with bugs and stuff because they found him in the dumpster. He's like, that's gross. He's a dumpster dummy. What are you doing? Yeah.
Also,
I've been called that.
very reasonable reaction.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, this is so great. Oh my god. And Chris, I think very reasonably is like, that's weird. Why put that down? I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I think it also.
She could have got lockjaw.
Yeah. I think it also shows a bit of Chris's dynamic with Lindy too, like, because Lindy is very confident. Chris lacks confidence that Lindy does, I think, and Lindy's the more confident sister, and I think Chris feels insecure about that sometimes, which definitely becomes more pronounced, I think, throughout the book. I
think Lindy was almost like, look at this piece of trash. I'm going to use this to
make
show
something.
You how awesome I am. And I'm going to show you that I can take this piece of trash and make it my talent and show you that I'm better than you. I can use this to perform and, like, just really hammer home how, like, even though I look like you, sound like you, I'm just, like, the better version of you, and you'll never, ever amount to me. Like,
I mean, that's brutal. That's a brutal. I mean, it's not completely out of character for her either.
No,
that was like my psyche bow.
Yeah.
But it's also interesting too. Lindy names the dummy, which in Goosebumps lore, I'm unsure actually makes sense. She names him Slappy, I think, out of the blue, doesn't she? Like and like, as I'm sure if you have any familiarity with Goosebumps, you probably know Slappy is
I have to say,
and
this is the moment I say it, I have a pair of Slappy underwear.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Are you wearing them right now? I don't need to see. Do you have your pants on?
No, my Dorito ones.
Okay.
Oh shoot, I forgot to, but I've been kind of. I'm really excited, but I do own a pair of Slappy.
Maybe on part 3 you can wear them for
I'll wash them.
Yeah.
But I do have a pair. Sorry, I know that's a weird aside, but
no, I mean it's worth noting.
I think that just speaks to how big of a cultural figure Slappy is.
Yeah,
if you know anything about Goosebumps, you know
because you don't even care about Goosebumps.
No, and like someone bought them for me, like an ex, and I was like, yeah, awesome, I got Slappy underwear.
Like you knew who Slappy was.
Yeah,
like,
I did.
He's iconic, and yet in this book, not a huge character.
No, and I remember as a kid, because I read 2 and 3 first, and then I came back to this book, and not to go too much into them, Slappy's a big figure in 2 and 3, but it was weird coming back to this and seeing how, like, not that he has no role, but it's a pretty small role compared to what he has in the later ones.
He's a bit player.
Yeah.
It's more of a, like an inciting incident or a...
Yeah.
And the fact that Lindy named him, and then Slappy later carries that name with him. I'm like, did Slappy just like the name and thought it suited him well, or was it like, all right, like.
I guess he wasn't conscious at this point, right? So.
Was he?
I don't know. I guess we'll get to that.
I actually, at the end, I have some stuff about that I'll get into at the end of it.
Okay.
Yeah. I did some wiki diving on that, but
some Slappy lore.
Some Slappy lore that it's real exciting.
Late into the night, the candle was burning.
I was like, gotta know more about Slappy. Yeah. I went on the Goosebumps wiki. I went on TV tropes. I was like, tell me about him. Yeah, but Lindy names him Slappy, and
she like immediately starts using him as an excuse to be cruel and belittling to everyone around.
Yes.
So excited to have a reason to be a bitch.
And I feel like that's ventriloquist dummies in general. I feel are often an outlet for people to just be mean a lot of the time. Like
this dummy's a racist, not me.
Yeah, because like it's always the person with the dummy is always really kind and polite, and they're like, "Oh, you can't say such things," and they're like, "Shut the fuck up" or whatever. Like they're like complete assholes. And
which honestly, it would make so much more sense if the roles were reversed and Chris, the repressed one, got buried anger, was the one to pick up the ventriloquist dummy. Yeah. Lindy is already being mean to everyone around her. She doesn't need an excuse, and yet she latches onto this one.
Yeah, no, she it
just makes her worse.
It does.
But these two little kids come out at some Lindy starts doing a show for them.
Oh, yeah.
And she looks over and she sees Chris looking absolutely dejected. And this is one of those times where we're inside Lindy's head. And she's thinking to herself, oh my gosh, she's jealous. Look at her. She's so sad. She's so jealous of me.
Yeah, she's like, I'm definitely keeping Slappy.
And at this point, and at this point, like, no. Chris is not jealous yet. She's got her head in her hands. She's thinking, Lindy's developed a love of ventriloquism. I'm so worried for her. Like, this.
She's
is
worried
not
how it's going to hurt her rep at school.
No.
If anything.
Like, this is not healthy.
She's like, I'm going to be the sister of a ventriloquist act. Like, I don't know if this is going to go well for where I'm going to fit in the social hierarchy at school. Yeah.
That's such a depressing hobby for a 12-year-old. Let's take a step back.
And, like, in the 90s especially, like, I
That's not cool.
I don't know. When I think of ventriloquist, did either of you see Soap at all, ever?
No.
I've used soap.
I was gonna say it, but
it's like a parody show of soap operas. I think it has like Billy Crystal in it. It's from like the 70s, and there was a character in that he had a ventriloquist dummy, and it's from the 70s, and he was portrayed as like an absolute loser even then. Like, so
I think most are, like, even in in Being John Malkovich, that character that was a ventriloquist guy.
Oh, you mean in movies?
Yeah.
I thought you were just saying, I think most ventriloquists are fucking losers.
No, I think that's the public perception in media, and maybe the zeitgeist, like, in popular opinion,
Very brave of RL to try and rebrand ventriloquism as something
cool
and hot.
I think that's only something RL would think is.
I don't know if you, not to be mean, I don't know if you've seen pictures of R.L. Stein. I don't know if he has like the idea of what's cool, and I don't know if he was.
Aiden, stop!
I'm saying
Are
this.
You the arbiter of what is cool?
No, I was not cool.
Stein.
I'm shaming Stein. I mean, he's done.
Tell him.
He's a multimillionaire. He'll cry. He'll use his he'll cry himself to sleep on his mountain of money. I'm sure he'll. Yeah, I'm just saying. He looks like a guy who would maybe find ventriloquist dummies cool. That's all I'm saying. Or maybe it was revenge. Maybe he found them cool in school when he was a kid and no one found them cool. And maybe he was like, I'm going to make them cool.
I'm going to write a story about someone who starts doing ventriloquism and everyone thinks it's so cool that they're actually fighting over who gets to do the ventriloquism. And everyone is really impressed and they all think it's really awesome.
And I mean, like,
think about it critically.
And I don't mean it as it's all, because if you ever see like pictures of Stephen King, he also looks pretty geeky and stuff. Like, it's just like, and I think like it adds a charm to R.L. Stein. If you ever watch like the TV show, he's like, "Hi, I'm R.L. Stein" or whatever, and he just seems like a really nice, like, kind of friendly little guy or something, you know.
Like, you don't write this many books by going out and seeing friends,
partying all the time.
Here, if you want to accomplish anything in life, put down your party shoes and get inside and write your book.
You gotta be a bit of a loser to succeed in life, is what we're saying.
Oh, big time. Unironically, you gotta be a nerd. You gotta be a dirty little freak for the things that you love. Okay, you gotta.
You've heard it here first, folks. Tell them the truth.
You gotta be a dirty little freak to get what you want in life.
Yeah, for your hobbies.
For your hobbies.
Passions.
Yeah, no,
please,
and I think
please do not do other things that are gonna hurt other people.
No.
For your hobbies.
Unless it's your hobby.
Unless it's your hobby.
That doesn't hurt people.
Or if they consent to it. Anyways.
Is anything we say on a podcast legally binding?
I don't know, you know?
Aiden?
It's not like I work. I'm whatever, I'm not using my last name. Let's go on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Lindy, she starts spending like hours in her room practicing with the dummy, and
so cool.
At first her sister is like, I cannot in good conscience support this hobby. This is despicable. This is disgusting. I'm concerned. But then everyone fucking loves it. Everyone's like, oh my god, you're so cool.
Yeah, it's an alternate reality where ventriloquism is actually a cool thing.
Yeah, and then Chris is starting to get like indoctrinated by this alternate reality cult. So she's like, maybe I should do it too.
Maybe I should put my hand inside.
Yeah, because she starts kind of getting. She does end up getting jealous. Like
she's getting jealous of the attention. So she's
true.
sitting there, and she like very quietly says, like, their dad is there, and she's like, "Can I have a dumb?"
And then isn't the dad reluctant? He's like, I don't know.
I don't know about that. And she's like, please, maybe I should do it? Like, is that maybe that's good too? And he's like, I don't know. And then they start fighting over who gets to be a ventriloquist.
I think they fight over if she can take a turn.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, you can share it. And Chris is like, I'm okay with that if Lindy is. And Lindy's like, no.
Get your hand off Slappy.
No.
Yeah, you don't get to even look at Slappy. Yeah. Come on. I love him. Yeah.
And then the dad insists that they have to share Slappy, which is terrible parenting because what he should be doing
cutting him in two.
Is taking Slappy away from both of the daughters to save them from a life of torment.
Like the bite, the test of
yeah,
he'll cut it in two and then Lindy, the Solomon test for Slappy.
Oh, I thought you meant just destroy it.
Or cut it in two and then Chris will be like, yeah, that's fine, and Lindy will be like, no, Chris could have him. I don't want him destroyed. And then he'll be like, well, Lindy gets him then
because you love Slappy.
We're bringing it back to the biblical thing again.
Yep.
You know what? There are so many good lessons
from the Bible.
From Goosebumps.
From the Goose, yeah.
I mean, they should really canonically put the Goosebumps in the Bible.
Make it Bible canon. Yeah.
Yeah. The Goosebumps Bible.
The Goosebumps Bible. Yeah.
Yeah. I have this note here that says, Chris wakes to find Slappy watching her from the chair. Very Edward Cullen behavior. And then Lindy wakes up and, she goes over. Chris is like, I'm not comfortable with being watched. She goes over and she puts Slappy down. And then Lindy wakes up and why did I write? And Ashton Kutcher pranks her again and is
Ashton Kutcher.
No. Slappy sits up and watches us. She puts Slappy back up to watch them.
Because
I'm not sure.
She wants Slappy to watch them.
She wants Slappy to watch them. I'm not sure where I got the Ashton Kutcher from, but it's actually weirdly...
Yeah.
It's weirdly prophetic of what's about to happen, but I don't know where my brain got that.
I'm interested to see how it's prophetic, too.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, you can take over from the with the synopsis at any time. I just have a lot of notes.
Hey, we're enjoying you.
I have a page of notes.
Yeah. Well, I have the next day. Girls come home from school later than usual. You look like you have so much, Peter.
Yeah, he has so much to share. He's gonna wait though until he's gonna let you do your thing. Get that. Yeah.
I don't want to overshadow you.
I don't want to take over your entire podcast.
Hey, you're a guest today.
This is your episode.
You're doing fantastic.
Next day, the girls come home from school, and they specifically say it's later than usual because they had choir practice or something. Something
choir practice?
Something stupid and lame like choir practice that I would never do.
Who the fuck sings?
I don't know. I would never sing.
Yeah, we don't all sing.
No.
But then they specify when they get home, it's 5, and the dad is home, and they're like, "Oh, you're home early." So him being home at 5
is early.
Is him being home really early? Okay.
So overworked father.
We've got an absent father.
Mm-hmm.
He's not present emotionally or physically.
Where is he? Maybe he's with his woman.
He says he's going out of town on business.
Oh, business.
Second family. I'm calling it right now.
Damn.
Again.
Or just a lady. Yeah.
Well, I guess, yeah. If you've already got twins at home, you're probably making your mistress be careful.
Yeah, you're I don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, much like Twilight, they've got an airheaded mother and an absent father. The girls are Bella Swan and Slappy is Edward, is what I have written.
Just as handsome.
Yeah.
Just as handsome, and also just as, like, hard and cold and
Cold,
lifeless.
yeah.
And scary.
Yeah.
For the listener, you cannot see Peter's
His
face,
face.
but it is a perfect Slappy face.
It was just a cold, lifeless stare of just like my eyeballs.
And like the type of stare that Bella would be like, damn.
The girls are fighting over.
That's true. They all want him.
They all want him.
Slappy's a popular guy.
Unlike me.
But I can't really blame. The cast will now be group therapy.
Yeah. let's take a sec. Yeah.
I can't blame the father for being away so much because, okay, this is the scene where we were talking about, we were making soup the other day, we were cutting onions and the scene came up. The parents are making dinner and the dad is crying because of the onions.
Mm.
And
oh yeah, he's like, there's a trick to not crying when you cut onions or whatever.
yeah, and then the mom says, "Cry, baby."
Oh.
Where do we see where Lindy gets her bullying from?
It's true.
It's a toxic domestic situation.
So rich.
So the mom's the abuser and he's cheating.
And he's cheating to get away, so he's away from home. And how does he make up for his absent father terrible parenting?
He has a gift.
He makes the worst fucking decision of his life.
Does he?
Yeah, he gets another dummy. He gets another dummy.
From Mrs. Berman?
Is that what it is?
Oh, no. Sorry, that's the music teacher.
Yeah, Mrs. like
From a store?
I think he gets it.
From a store, a pawn shop.
Yeah. It was like, I think it was vague. Yeah, like a pawn shop he got it from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always like the mysterious artifact is always some garage sale kid, or
Yeah,
like
the
pawn
mom.
shop,
Remember,
or there's a jar.
Curse of the
Yeah.
Mummy's Tomb. They had like that ancient mummy's hand that they
Yeah.
got from a garage sale, I think, or
There's just
whatever.
an oddity shop with a jar of green blood. It's like, why are all these ancient reliquaries that are super dangerous just out and about in these fucking shops? Like, it's so stupid. Anyways.
Yeah.
And it's making me think of, I don't know if it's sacrilegious to name drop this other show, but it is making me think of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yes.
There was a recurring shop in that owned by Mr. Sardo.
Oh yeah.
And he would always be selling these artifacts and mysterious magical things that would get kids, they
Curios.
would fuck up children's lives, and somehow he was still in business.
Oh damn! I forgot all about that. Yeah.
Because people like Mr. Sardo, and he would go, Sardo.
Sardines.
Sardo.
Are You Afraid of the Dark? Yeah.
Some people are.
Arguably a better show than the Goosebumps show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. That beginning when they throw the stuff in the fire and then it's
Yeah. What are they
That's so
called?
good.
Like the
Midnight Society.
Midnight Society. Yeah.
Although, okay, the Goosebumps intro for the show goes so hard.
It goes
damn hard.
And then like bump, like when the dog barks.
Yes!
yeah.
The dog, I feel like someone's just hitting the dog bark on the keyboard.
Yeah. Yeah. No, then you see like the G just oozing up like the sidewalk towards the house or whatever at the end.
The glowing G.
Yeah.
Dirty G.
It's a bad G.
All right. So they get the,
The dog. Oh yes, a new bombshell has entered the villa. We have another dummy.
yes. And what is he called?
It's called Mr. Wood.
Mr. Wood.
I
Just
forget-
a fantastic name.
Did Chris name him? I think Chris named him.
She does.
She names him Mr. Wood.
He's got red hair, and in Chris's words, better clothes, and he's better looking than Slappy too.
And I've got to say, I think Lindy might have more creativity than Chris in some areas because Mr. Wood isn't that great a name.
I'd make fun of Chris's naming choice.
Yeah, like,
Sorry, Chris.
and I mean, and as we'll see, she does not have the natural knack for ventriloquism that Lindy does either at all.
Yeah,
Like,
it's such a
it's
Other world
Sometimes you
hobby
have
of-
to be mean to be funny.
it's true. It's just one of those cases,
It's
you know,
true.
where like you listen to like, yeah, I'm sure we've all had it. You know, you listen to an album by someone you don't know that well, and you're like, this is great, and then you read about them, and you're like, wow, they seem like an asshole or whatever.
Yeah.
But then you're torn because you're like, oh, but I really like their music. I mean, that's every Morrissey fan in the world has that conflict. Yeah,
I do like Morrissey. I
Um,
mean, his music.
I love Morrissey's music, not his political opinions, but yeah. So she names him Mr. Wood, and
he's made of wood.
He is made of wood. Oh, it's going.
Oh,
Okay.
we going. All
We're
right.
going. All right.
Yeah, she's like. Chris is looking at Slappy and Mr. Wood, which I'm really concerned about that. But she's like, yeah, mine is better looking, and I fucking hate Slappy's stupid ass outfit. He looks ugly in his stupid jacket. Mr. Wood looks so much better, and I'm concerned.
And I've got to say, Mr. Wood did not sound better to me. Mr. Wood sounded like cheesy or whatever in comparison to Slappy.
100%.
Oh yeah. Big
Like,
time.
I'm trying to find he has blue denim jeans, like a flannel jacket, I think, like red and green.
Who is he getting better?
Yeah, he's got
He's a lumber section.
he's got high top. He's got white high top sneakers, and
is that what Everett's been looking for? Sorry, another friend of ours.
That's but Everett will make it work. Like Everett will make it work.
No, you're backpedaling. You're like, actually,
no, it's cool. It's
that's
cool.
a really cool outfit.
And he's not a lumber section.
And I imagine him having, and I don't think he does, like he has red hair. And for some reason I was picturing like Chucky or whatever, and I don't think it's quite on that level of like.
I think they're going more for that with Mr. Wood, which kind of feels. I can understand why they wanted to get away from that.
I just picture him looking kind of garish in comparison to Slappy. Or whatever.
I'm picturing him looking like the what's like the Mad Magazine or whatever.
Oh, the Mad Magazine kid,
yeah, you're right.
I forget. Yeah, that kid or whatever on all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has a name, but I forget it.
Mr. Matt.
Miss Mad. Yeah, I won't look it up. I will not look it up. But
I will not Google. I refuse.
But yeah, like automatically, I don't know. My impression is like this guy doesn't even sound as cool as Slappy does, but. Yeah, Chris is totally like, he's so much better than Slappy. Like, I don't even like Slappy.
I don't even want Slappy. Actually, I never did.
And like Chris and like Lindy's like, cool. Like, okay. Like,
I can't remember if this is around when Lindy finds out that she's been hired to perform at a kid's birthday party.
Yeah, I think it was around that time.
And she's like, I'm going to be an entrepreneur. I'm going to be a super wealthy...
I'm going to make money.
It shows... But I mean, like, I think also it's funny that, like, Chris gets it, and I think one of the first things she says to Lindy is like, I'm going to start rehearsing with him. I'm going to be better than you, or whatever. So it's just, like, the basis of their relationship with each other is just competition.
It's like, no, Chris, like, I feel for you, girl, but you're not making it any easier on yourself.
And I'm optimistic. I feel like, maybe years in the future they'll get over it or whatever. I think they're just in a bad...
I don't know.
Bad, like, because... Yeah, I don't know. Like, they're sometimes we're mean when we're kids, and we're not mean when we grow up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that's always the case, but like, I wasn't nice to my brother when I was a kid, and we get along a lot better now. I would say he wasn't nice to me, but he was also 7 years younger than me, so that there was power dynamics there. But like,
when he was a baby, he looked at me funny.
but yeah, no, like sometimes. And I'm not saying always, but sometimes siblings have bad relationships with each other when they're kid, and sometimes they grow out of it. But I'm just saying that even on Chris's side, she's got some toxic vibes too.
Girl, if you want to compete, like you pick something else.
Yes.
To be better at. You don't try and be good at the thing that your sister is already clearly good at.
Well, because she already had her own passion, like the jewelry or whatever.
She had a jewelry making hobby.
Yeah, that she was into.
Or something.
I don't know.
It's like dropped in halfway through the book.
Yeah, I feel like Arlstein forgot about it eventually.
But...
I'm not sure it's a hobby that brings joy to other people as much.
I'm really happy for her.
But I would say the same about ventriloquism.
That's what it is. It's not jewelry making. It's a junk jewelry collection.
That's
what they call it, a junk jewelry collection.
And she likes to put it on in front of the mirror and like look at it. Yeah.
And look at it.
Look at these things. Isn't it? Doesn't it make my collection complete?
Don't say that.
I was gonna say, what's the?
We'll
Get
get
a violation.
we'll get fined, especially with Disney. We don't mess
Sorry,
with Disney.
I'm so sorry. It just reminded me.
We don't mess with Disney on this podcast.
Sorry, Disney.
Sorry, Papa
Sorry,
Disney.
that's the Little Mermaid song.
Peter didn't write that song.
I didn't write it. I was just merely doing a rendition, the subpar one.
No, it was too good. That's why I was worried. You were singing it
so
too.
much.
You were singing it too well.
I wasn't going for it.
I say we.
Yeah,
We're gonna get copyrighted on our podcast.
Zoe's gonna get
no
blacklisted
longer
for
a host. She's gonna come on.
She's gonna get blacklisted from acting after this is done. Like,
Yeah,
Disney's
this is gonna be so well viewed.
It's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be a problem.
Big problem.
But yeah, so Chris is immediately like, "I'm gonna be so much better than you," and Lindy's like, "You're a copycat," like that, and it doesn't go well. And I think Mr. Powell's pretty quickly like probably thinking like, "I made a horrible mistake. What have I done?" Like, I'm sure internally, like, why did I think a second dummy would fix things?
Good thing I'm leaving town.
Yeah. He's gonna go to his second family where they have quadruplets. So
Yeah.
He's like, no ventriloquism in this fight.
Yeah. No. Yeah. The kid will start projecting her voice and be like, "No, don't do it."
So I think it's the next day, or maybe a few days later. Chris has a friend who comes over.
Cody Matthews.
Cody, man.
Oh, yeah, Cody.
For no reason, has a full name.
Super important character.
And he's like, he seems like a really real person because he comes over and he's like, "Oh, hey, like, yeah, you called me to come over and hang out." And she's like, "No, I called you to sit on the lawn and watch me practice my ventriloquism routine."
Man, it seems like such a 11-year-old.
He reminded me of me because he like in multiple scenes he's fidgeting with grass in his hand, and like that was such a thing I did as a kid. I'd pick up grass and twirl it in my fingers like he does it. Yeah, and you could just, I'm sure Cody immediately he was internally like, "I made a horrible mistake coming down here. Like, why?"
No, this is an act of violence.
Yeah.
You don't do that to a friend.
No.
Like, here, sit there.
And sit in the grass and watch me do my stand-up comedy routine.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's not good.
And the routine isn't good. Yeah.
It's not good. She's not even giving it a really good shot. She's not building momentum. She tells one joke, and then she goes, "Oh, was that okay?
Yeah.
Was that funny? Okay, I'll
Yeah,
try
if you
one
need
more."
to ask if it's funny.
I think she has him say like Mr. Wood say "knock on wood," and that's like the whole joke or something. And she's like, "What'd you think of that?" She's like giving him like a desperate look of approval, and he's just like, "Oh,
Please.
no."
So, okay, wait. I'll try this next one. Okay.
Are we out of the woods yet? How was that? Was that funny? Was that good? Am I funny?
And I think the best he gives is an "I guess" at one point or whatever. He's like, "Is that funny?" He's like, "I guess."
He's like looking down. He's like,
Just hear the wind blowing as he looks just stoically.
Yeah, I actually, Cody was a memorable. I actually did find him funny for his brief appearance in the story. Not an important character, but I do like that. You could tell Arlstein just went out of his way to make him into a character or whatever. Like his whole thing is just an utter disdain of.
I liked his contrast. He was like the mellowest character to Chris and Lindy's crazy drama.
Yeah. And I feel like he was more Chris's friend than Lindy I got. Because I feel like Lindy was mean, seemed meaner to him. I feel like Chris probably had more friends.
I feel like there was a little bit of maybe a crush or something.
But she, maybe on his end, I think Chris had a crush on Robbie, though. Remember, they said at the beginning she had a crush on.
Maybe he had a bit of a crush on her.
well, not anymore.
Yeah, that's
for sure.
Whatever feelings he had for her were gone after that ventriloquism
She's
act.
like, "Was that good? Was that funny?" And he just kind of goes,
"I have to go home." And no, I think he says verbatim,
"Mom's making meatloaf again."
To go home.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Okay, that's fine."
I guess.
Oh yeah, she says like, "You're hurting Mr. Wood's feelings" or whatever.
Which is
one of many red flags about this whole situation.
That's one response she could have had.
Yeah.
Speaking of red flags, it's nighttime. Lindy comes to bed from brushing her teeth
with Slappy under her arm. she's like, she takes him with her to brush teeth, and I'm concerned about
so many things.
about
Oh,
the
yeah.
attachment, about
Is she going to be brushing Slappy's teeth too? Like,
is Slappy in there when she's going to the bathroom, when she's
no.
taking a bath? I don't want to know.
Yeah.
And I'm concerned that she's bringing him with her to these places. I think that Slappy shouldn't be in there with her.
Yeah, it's like a psychological weird thing.
Yeah.
And it's also just, even if we're not worried about anything mysterious happening, because we know this is a Goosebumps book.
It's a book.
It's a book.
It's
a Goosebumps book. And we're on the lookout for spooky things. For being spooked. But even if we're not thinking about spooky things, I'm concerned about Lindy's mental health.
Yeah.
But she comes in and Chris is so jealous that Lindy is funnier. Oh, and I wrote, of course, she's mean. That's how it works.
It's and you know that is true.
Have you ever heard anything about a stand-up comedian who's like, oh yeah, they're a really genuine, nice person in real life?
Yeah, I find the funnier they are, the
I mean, maybe John Candy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, John Candy maybe.
Maybe.
But
he's Canadian.
Yeah.
But like very few.
Yeah. No, I definitely feel the funnier they are too. At times, the meaner they are. Like
in real life.
Yeah.
You know, that's fine. But Chris just needs to find her own avenue. But she can't. She's like,
She's too nice.
Cody Matthews was over earlier, and I did all my jokes for him, and he laughed so hard. He was holding his sides. He was rolling in the grass. He said I was really funny.
And like Lindy's like, I didn't know Cody has a sense of humor. She's like, he's always so grim. Like,
immediately calls her on her shit.
Yeah, Cody doesn't laugh. Like,
Cody went to Vietnam.
He hasn't been the same. Yeah.
Cody died 40 years ago. It's like, this is cringe comedy. It's so painful to watch her. Yeah, I thought it was really funny. So, yeah.
He was, and I'm sure she was doing it in that non-persuasive tone, like, yeah, he found it. He was like, so hard.
So
like, it was so funny.
Oh my god.
Like,
Cody was
it's too bad you weren't there because he was like,
it was. I've even seen Cody like laugh this hard. There was tears.
I thought he was gonna die. Like, he was just laughing so hard.
Anyway, I guess I'm just better than you at ventriloquism. Good night.
See you later.
Yeah. And poor girl. I think she wakes up. No, it's the next morning, and Mr. Wood is gone, and she's immediately out of bed, like shaking Lindy by the shoulders. What have you done with him?
Where have you put him? That's right. She's like, where are these steps from strangling her? Like, where did you put Mr. Wood?
Yes. And Lindy's like, what? I don't know. What? And they look over to the doorway, and what have we here?
Oh,
Mr. Wood standing in the doorway. I think he's like actually like.
Ernest,
he's at an angle. Yeah, like
with his overalls. Or something?
Yeah,
he's wearing Chris's outfit for school.
Yeah, the Betsy, and I'm reading the chapter. The Betsy Johnson skirt and the silk blouse. Yeah.
Betsy Johnson,
well, that number
designer.
I know. Well, they
that cute little thing.
Yeah. I mean, they name drop Stephen King later in the book too.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
But yeah, very very normal behavior for a ventriloquism dummy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, my blouse, it's wrinkled.
Like, that's what you're concerned about?
She does not care about Mr. Wood moving. She's like, well, I think she just thinks it was Lindy at this point or whatever. She's like, what did you do?
Yeah, this is where we really start to see the beginnings of something kind of hinky going on.
Something, yeah, this is when the book really, this is when things start happening, I feel. Yeah. Everything was build up to this point, kind of.
Yeah, and Lindy's like, no, girl, I did not do that.
And she's like, I didn't do anything.
I didn't do shit.
I think Mr. Wood is alive.
I like the ending of this chapter, though, where she's like, Chris is like, but if we didn't do it, who did? Like, I don't know why, I just thought it was like, I don't know.
Dear viewer, please.
If she didn't do it, and I don't think I did it, like...
I don't think I did it. I don't think I got up in the middle of the night and put my clothes on a dummy.
I have dirty sleepwalking.
Yeah.
Look, oh, don't get me started on the sleepwalking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I have a bit of a sleepwalking problem that is recent.
That's rough.
Oh, it's still going on?
Oh, it's still going on. Yeah, not as often, or I'm just not remembering them.
Oh.
But I'm wondering about installing some sort of night camera
Yeah.
To see if I'm
That's
getting
interesting.
up to any shenanigans, because
Yeah.
I don't like that I don't know.
You're
I used to remember it.
You're probably the first person I know who I know who sleepwalks.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I just have sleep apnea.
I get like...
That's not good either.
I have a CPAP machine, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it helps you stay alive.
I get
I breathe.
I get like hallucinations and stuff, like if I'm like lying down
Like
sometimes.
sleep paralysis.
Kind of, yeah. Like where like sometimes I have it where I'll wake up, but I'll still kind of be half asleep or whatever. So I'll kind of see.
Oh, like
See.
What's it? Hexagogic, like state. Hypnagogic.
Yeah.
a
Like
state
I get
between sleep and
like
rest.
sometimes I get that. For me, I get noises more than anything where I'll hear things that aren't there or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, like I'll hear voice. It sounds really weird, but I hear voices sometimes and stuff. Like if I'm
But not like when you're awake.
not when I'm
Different.
awake. No. Like and sometimes if I'm falling asleep, it happens too. Like sometimes I'll feel like I had it once, and I was at my parents, and they were gone, and I was falling asleep, and I heard them talking downstairs, and I was just like kind of going to sleep, and I was like, wait a minute, they're not here right now. I'm like,
Yeah. I think that can happen with like hypnagogic. Like,
yeah, I think I'm just prone to it or something
Yeah.
because I get it sometimes. Yeah, but
I
no.
have sort of the opposite, because when I wake up, I'll see people in my room, and I'm sleeping enough, I'm dreaming enough that I'm like usually not concerned. Like there was the other night I dreamt
That a woman was coming out of my mattress. So it was just like the
That's
torso.
cool.
As if someone had opened a hatch in the floor and she had risen out of it.
Wow.
Just torso up.
Immediately more scary than any of the Goosebumps books we've discussed
Yeah,
so far.
I literally like my stomach
I don't-
like crawled in.
I know, yeah, no, me too. I was like, oh no.
And yet, my
Scary.
reaction was not fear. I had scandalous, but I had fallen asleep in just my robe, and it was kind of open, so I was pulling the robe closed.
Oh, you got like modest.
like-
You wanted to be modest. You're
Oh
like,
my gosh. And when I turned and I said, I'm so sorry. I didn't know anyone worked down there.
I mean,
So
they're
I
everywhere.
didn't know anyone was down there. My apologies.
Hmm.
But here's the thing: the people that I
Jason
see
over
in my room, and there's a lot of them, they never talk back. They never answer me.
Hmm.
So when I'm saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry," excuse me, they don't answer. When I'm saying, "Excuse me, why are you sitting at the foot of my bed crying?" They don't answer me. When they're coming
Carry
through
on.
my wall, and I'm like, "Sir, can you get through? Do you need me to move that?" Is that they don't answer? So then I just go, "It's okay, I'll just move it." And then I wake
I
up
got
and the
you.
air purifier's on the other side of the room because I wanted to make room for the
Oh.
guy to come through the wall. So I'm not scared. And also, yeah, they never answer.
Okay.
do you get creeped out once you're awake about it or whatever, or like is it, or none of it's like scary to you at all?
No, the closest one was when I thought that there was a girl sitting on the at the end of my bed with her
Face in her hands,
Hmm.
crying silently, and I was like, "Hey, are you okay?" No answer. And then so I awkwardly, like a few moments later, I go, "Okay, sorry, just are you all right?" And still no answer. And that's when I started to get creeped out, and I was like, "Hey, I'm sorry, you're really freaking me out. Like, are you okay?" And she still didn't answer. And then I was like, "Oh my god, okay." So like I
Got annoyed.
I crawl kind of closer to the foot of the bed to get closer to be like, okay, what? And I squint because I don't have my glasses on. So I squint to get a closer look at her, and then I'm like,
Yeah, that's a chair. Yeah, that's a chair.
Oh, okay,
that's a chair
okay.
with a shirt on it, like over draped over the top.
That-
Okay.
Okay.
That had to make it
Very
to a
well.
scary story. It's I was like, what's going to happen? Yeah, no, that's funny because I mean, one of the few times I remember when I was younger, like I saw a bumblebee flying around in my room or whatever, and it was like the
Oh.
middle of winter, and I was like, what's a bumblebee doing here? And then like, but that's like one of the only times. Like normally, I get voices like, especially I'm prone to. a little girl voice, actually. I'll get like a little girl saying hey, and sometimes she says my name or whatever.
Yeah, like Nabby?
It's yeah, in that ballpark where she's like, hey, Aiden, and then like sometimes I'll be like, hello? But like, or I'll hear, like with my parents, sometimes I'll hear mumbling where it's not like clear, distinct like noise at all. It's just something off in the distance. Yeah. So
I don't get that.
You're like,
you're
like, I'm normal.
I get night terrors, but I take medication for that.
Yeah, like, well, it's with the voices, I don't get that scared either. It's more just me being like, I'm like, did I actually hear that or did I not hear it or whatever? Like, yeah, so it's the same thing. I don't get scared for the most part when it happens.
Yeah, and I think if it had just happened once or twice, I would be like, oh, I'm seeing ghosts. But because it was happening every single night for a while, I was like, these are just my nightly adventures.
Just crack out some Jung and just do some dream analysis, and I'm sure you'll get something. Yeah.
Exactly. We'll figure it out. Well, most of it is me thinking I'm at work.
I've
trying
got
to do my job.
I've got his big red book right here.
Oh,
you can borrow it. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. I'm not a youngin.
No. Which philosopher do you align with?
Not young.
He's not even a philosopher.
He's barely even a psychologist.
I'm a psych major, and I'm like, oh god, we're talking
Yeah.
about Jung.
Well, he's the fun one to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked the shit out of Freud. Like, I don't want to talk about Freud.
But yeah, I mean, Chris bounces back pretty quickly though from the Mr. Wood standing thing. I think like next day she's fine or whatever.
Yeah, she's completely brushed it off.
Yeah. Which I feel is a kid thing to do. Kind of weird stuff happens, and you're like, well, that was weird. Anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So I was.
Life goes on. Yeah. You're like.
I think they like bring the dummies to school and they practice, and then they're doing little shows for their friends, which is so sad. But...
So Cody and I think Alice or whatever. I think Alice is their other friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Alice has a last name. I think she's just Alice. I'm pretty sure.
That's more normal for a children's story.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why he gave Cody Matthews a full name, because I think he's usually just called Cody otherwise, but just he's like Cody Matthews.
Cody Matthews. And I keep thinking of Corey Matthews.
Cody
Matthews. Yeah, Corey Matthews. Yeah.
Dave Matthews.
The Cody Matthews band.
Oh man, you ever hear about that bus? Was that him? I think that was that.
I don't know.
Oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. We're not getting into it.
Zoe, I heard about that bus.
Yeah.
So the girls are. Chris is practicing her act, and then Lindy's basically like, I can do it better than you can, and takes Mr. Wood, and then starts doing her regular like asshole stuff, but she's in a kid version. She's like, you're a jerk, get lost, moron.
Oh yeah.
And the kids they're all like shaking in their boots with fear because and Chris is like, stop it, that's not okay, stop it. And Lindy's like, it's not me, I'm not doing it, it's Mr. Wood.
He's calling you a stupid jerk all on his own.
He's calling you a stupid jerk all on his own, and I don't know what to do. And he's like, scram.
Yeah, he calls her a stupid moron, and I'm like, that just seems like, you already got it with stupid. Like, it just...
It's a little redundant.
Yeah, I don't know. Not a wordsmith, Mr. Wood, apparently, but,
Yeah. But then Lindy has to go off. She's like, okay, well, anyway, I have to go to work. I have to perform my ventriloquism act at this birthday party that I got hired to do, remember? Because I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah, did Chris get set up yet for... Because she has a performance that she's prepares for later, too. I forget if that happens... If that has already been set up yet, or... Oh,
yeah, I don't remember when that gets brought up, but she finds out she gets asked to do the school concert.
Because is it Mrs. What's her name?
Oh yes, Miss Berman.
Mrs. Berman. I think she runs into Mrs. Berman with the dummy, and she's like, "Oh, you should do that."
Oh, you do ventriloquism too? You should totally do this music.
Right, that's what she's practicing for there. She's like, well, I've got to be in front of the school, so I got to practice.
And then
did not see her act at all whatsoever.
Lindy gets
no ability
pissed
of her
because she's like, well, I'm just doing a birthday party, and she's performing in front of the school.
Yeah. She's like, you freaking copycat.
Yeah.
Which keeps coming up, which is not a word that you hear in adulthood.
No.
Because no one gets dibs on
anything. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, if I play guitar and someone else starts playing guitar, I can't be like, that's my thing.
I was the first in history.
That is such like a middle school mentality to have about everything. Like,
I get this, and I'm the only one who gets to do it.
Yeah,
Like,
my thing is this. My thing is...
I do Beyblades.
Is he just playing Beyblades by himself?
no
But
one
you
else.
can't
No
do
one-
Beyblades.
Someone
by
else
yourself.
comes up and is like, no, only me. Like,
I always win when I play Beyblades alone.
yeah. I mean, I think, like, yeah, no, she totally, though, gets given to do the concert, and I'm sure she kind of rubs it in Lindy's face, too. She's like, I'm doing the concert now, or whatever. She's like, and Lindy's like, oh, well, great for you, I guess. Good.
Oh, was that a paid gig? Is that a paid gig? 'Cause sorry, if I don't recall, the birthday party is a paid gig.
I'm getting paid, like, probably $10 or something.
Yeah,
So,
and
yeah.
she comes back from the party at home, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm actually basically a professional ventriloquist now, and all the other parents are asking me to do other birthday parties, actually." So
Yeah, I think they gave her more money or like a tip.
Yeah, they did. They gave her
Yeah.
extra money.
she's like, I'm rich now,
And-
so suck it.
And it's probably jumping ahead, but I think she gets told she can go on a news thing or something too. I think because she gets to go on TV at one point, like,
There's,
and then,
Oh,
like,
time.
and then Chris is like, that's way cooler than performing in front of the school or whatever. So
they keep trying to one up each other,
totally, yeah, it's like
but like
by the end, like they just have a big blimp with like Slappy's face in the
So
sky.
it's like in space, like ventriloquist space.
Yeah.
a worldwide phenomenon.
Yeah, everyone wants to hear more about Slappy. Yeah.
And Chris is
The
like,
first
choking
dummy
up.
on the moon.
Yeah.
That's one very small mistake.
Everyone's watching TV like, I don't feel anything about this.
Where are these children?
Why is this child in space?
Yeah, so the mom was like, "Oh, Lindy, I guess you have a I put this in quotes. I guess you have a flair for it."
I guess you have some talent. This feels
Oof.
like a neg.
Yeah, it totally is. I guess you have some
I
talent.
guess you have some talent.
Oh,
I
God.
guess someone in our family has something.
Yeah.
And then Dad calls from Portland on his business trip.
Yeah, from
He's for-
Portland.
From
Yeah.
Portland, he's for sure having an affair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What business goes down in Portland?
Is he
He's
opening
just
a
he's just
coffee
like
shop?
slightly out of breath on the phone or whatever, like, hi honey, yeah. Just a busy day at the office.
I'm just making some honey.
I'm opening an artisanal coffee shop.
Like, what?
Yeah, the girls go up to their room, and I think, this is where they walk in on Mr. Wood trying to murder Slappy. Like, they see him.
Yeah, he's strangling him, but the first sentence is Mr. Wood was sprawled on top of Slappy,
Oh.
which like it gave me a different image at first. I was like, what
My
is the like?
God.
It's like they just slowly close the door or whatever. Like, sorry guys, we'll
I'll give you two some alone time.
come in later. Yeah, but yeah, no, it's him strangling Slappy.
Yeah, and then I think like they actually have a very normal, like, sane response. As I feel like in so many kids' books, they don't go to an adult about this, but the girls immediately are like, "Mom,
Yeah,
something fucked up is happening.
Our dolls are trying to kill
Our
each other.
dolls are fucking in the room.
yeah.
You don't know.
They're making out. They're either trying to kill each other or they're just like getting a bit rough
It's
with
an
it. Yeah.
enemies to lovers situation.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah, no, like Slappy has a bit of a grin on his face as he's getting choked. Yeah, it's yeah, and I mean, to be fair, part of me was frustrated the parents didn't believe them, but also I'm like, how would I respond if my kids were like, our dummies are trying to kill each other? I'd be like, oh, like,
But like the mom's just like, I don't give a fuck.
That's
Don't
true.
fucking bother me with your dumb. Get out.
yeah,
At
Husband's
least,
out of-
like, humor, you know?
Yeah.
Your father's out of town, and I'm just going through it."
I'm out of liking it.
I know where he is right now, and I'm trying to pretend I'm okay, but I'm not okay.
I can see it every time I close my eyes.
Yeah. I've seen the hickey on his neck when he came back. Yeah, no.
I don't give a shit about your dummies. Get out.
that your father got for you.
Yeah, this was when they went to her and she was in bed and she was reading a Stephen King book.
Yes.
Yeah. And I was like,
drop.
Stephen King drop. Yeah.
Dang.
She's like, oh, you startled me. This book is so scary or whatever. Yeah.
Almost as scary as my married life.
Are R.L. Stein and Stephen King friends?
I don't know. I feel like R.L. Stein has to like Stephen King. I'm sure he was influenced by
I'm
him.
just wondering if it's like, is R.L. Stein like, oh my god, Stephen King?
It's
please,
notice me, senpai, or whatever. It's Stephen King's like.
Or are they like buds and they're like, oh, we write spooky stories. You did them for the big kids, I did them for the little kids.
I mean, I feel like he has to have some respect for R.L. Stein. Like he did pretty well in the 90s. Like
He's
he
still
did.
one of the best-selling book series of all time.
Yeah, he did. But he was like pretty much almost the Harry Potter phenomenon before Harry Potter in the 90s.
Yeah.
I feel,
And
like
I feel like there's still, I think Harry Potter might be the best, and
for
selling-wise, and then Goosebumps is the one right below it.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. None of these are
Facts. Don't fact check me.
we are. Feel free to criticize us ferociously for everything we say. That's
I
wrong.
didn't say anything.
I'm not a scientist.
Here's like.
I was quiet.
But yeah, no, I mean, he definitely was super popular. And like, I mean, because if you remember in the 90s, there were a lot of books trying to be Goosebumps. There were so many Goosebump knockoff books. Like there was like Shivers and stuff
I don't
and
even
Bone
know what
Chillers.
Shivers is. Bone Chillers?
Bone Chillers, yeah. No.
Jeez.
I mean, I guess you guys wouldn't know about them. But
Yeah.
Because we
You
don't
are
know how to read.
cool.
you didn't know how to read. You
I
weren't
wasn't literate.
I went to Kuman, okay? And then I learned how to read real good.
I went to Kuman too, actually.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Kuman.
Kuman. But yeah, no, yeah, I think she is just kind of like, she's like, just stop it. Just stop it.
Just stop, please.
And I mean, I get the sign though. This is also a common thing for Chris and Lindy where they just get into these really weird fights or whatever all the time. And the parents are probably just like, guys, just stop it.
Like
Yeah.
at first I was really seeing the mom as a villain, but now I'm kind of starting to empathize. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Like you've got these two kids who are just competing with each other at every opportunity. Your husband's off with his mistress in Portland, maybe.
And that was totally the intent, for sure, of what R.L. Stein was writing. Like, absolutely, the dad cheating. Yeah,
Exactly. So
It was in between the lines.
exactly.
I put lemon juice on it. I saw it.
You saw it.
Ah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chris, she puts Mr. Wood in the closet,
I think she.
Sorry.
Yeah.
which I think is too late for her.
It's too late. We already saw the act.
We saw him on top of Slappy.
It was horrible.
We knew what he was doing. Yeah,
Incorrigible.
I think she. Yeah. I have it open with me right now.
Holy shit.
Yeah, she's like.
This is
I think
not
her
the
literal great writing here. I'm shutting him up in the closet tonight because I'm afraid. Is literally what she says.
Because I'm afraid.
Because
Say
I'm
it how
afraid.
it is.
Yeah,
Be direct.
R.L. Stein wants people to know why she's doing what she's doing.
She's
Yeah.
expressing how she feels.
And good for her. Like, I think that's something Chris needs to work on, I think, in general as a person. Like, so.
I'm very proud of her.
in the morning.
She wakes drenched in sweat. Yeah.
Happens to me all the
And
time.
there, and she goes, looks at the window, and who does she see sitting next to Slappy with his arm around his shoulder? But Mr. Wood.
I guess they made up.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a lover's quarrel that just, yeah.
Got out of hand.
Got out of hand, but then I think they got into it again. They're like, you know what? This is fun. Yeah. But then again, Chris gets over it because pretty quickly next day, I think she's just rehearsing with Mr. Wood again. She's like, all right, my dummy somehow escaped from the closet after I put him in there. Whatever.
I'm not going to think about that.
It's like a recurring thing in this book where there'll be end of chapter cliffhangers where like, there'll be where we'll see, and then Mr. Wood did this, and it's like, and then the next chapter is like another day of like her just not responding to that at all or whatever. But yeah, Chris is like, that's weird. Anyway, like
Anyway,
I love that.
back to learning how to throw my voice.
yeah, I do. What was it like? She asked Lindy, like, where do you get all your jokes from? And then Lindy's like, I just make them up or whatever. Like,
She's like, I've been looking, I can't find any good joke books. Where do you find your jokes? And Lindy's like, I write them
My
myself.
brain.
Yeah,
You
I'm like,
stupid fucking loser.
I'm like, Chris, I'm like, you're the untalented one. I'm sorry, girl. Like,
At least in that department.
yeah. When it comes to
Yeah.
that, you just might not have the gift for it. But when
Yeah.
which is
Gift of the
fine.
gab.
Which is fine. Find your own thing. Don't try to do your sister's.
That's
Don't
also a 90s
Try
gift.
to get
Yeah.
better at things. If you're not immediately
good at something, give up. Don't try to improve.
Yeah.
just cut it off. Go. No,
Yeah.
it's stupid. It's
Stupid,
Yeah.
and then try to learn
Totally.
something else. Try to
Yeah.
find something that you are immediately
Yeah.
good at, and
Yeah.
that's what we learn.
That's
Yeah.
what Monsters University taught me. So
I haven't seen
I'd
it.
say, yeah. The minute I said it, saw both your faces. Like neither of them have seen Monsters
I
University.
have.
Yeah.
It's even years.
Well, because it's the prequel to Monsters
Yeah.
Inc. Yeah, and and that Mike, because Mike wants to be a scarer, and
Mike
at the
Wazowski.
end, Mike Wazowski wants to be a scarer, and he learns at the end that he's just not scarer material. Like he's not, he can't be a scarer. He doesn't have what it takes. He becomes a helper instead. He becomes like a helper to a scarer because he's like, well, that's something I am good at. So
That is relatable.
yeah, because reality is sometimes we really want something and we just aren't always good at it, which doesn't mean you shouldn't pursue it, but maybe it means like you shouldn't expect that you're going to be amazing at it.
In this case, when you're in a pissing contest with your sister over ventriloquism,
That means give up.
Well, yeah, I don't think this is coming from Chris's love of ventriloquism at all.
So
No.
cut your losses.
Yeah.
Girl.
Just stop.
Just please,
Just quit. Just
Please.
find
Please
anything
stop.
else
please,
to do.
please stop it.
It's help.
Yeah, I think it starts off the next chapter like she's making like a wood shop joke with Mr. Wood or whatever. It's just not great material at all.
No.
No.
That's not good. The next thing I have is that Chris has a jealous tantrum, but I don't know.
Why that happens.
I mean, I believe it. I think it's after she finds out that she's going to perform on TV or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
And then
he's like, I'm gonna be on TV.
She's like, why does everything good happen to Chris? I'm hosting a stupid concert for maybe 100 parents, and she's going to be on TV. I'm just as good as she is, maybe better. And it's like, no, you aren't.
No,
You
you're
aren't. You aren't better than her. You aren't as good as she is. I'm
You
sorry.
Need to, like,
I
look at
love-
reality.
Yeah, I
and
love you, Chris.
face the facts.
I think you're a nice kid. You aren't as good as your sister at ventriloquism. You just need to
like
accept that and move
she's
on.
a bitch, but she's better.
Yeah, she's
Those
not
are
great.
different things.
Yeah, she's not great.
I like you better, but you're worse at ventriloquism, and maybe those things are correlated.
Yeah, exactly.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she like freaks out and she throws Mr. Wood on the floor.
And then she immediately is like, oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Wood. I didn't mean to do that. And then he's like looking at her cold and unforgiving. And I'm like, he has one expression on his face. It's a cold expression.
She can feel it.
She can just feel that
I
he's
think she's
looking.
like projecting that. onto him.
Yeah, I think she's kind of worried. But what's funny, because I was reading, she's like, he hadn't misbehaved in 2 days. I'm like, so she just kind of thinks that he can walk around, I guess. And she's just okay with it. She's like, whatever, which is kind of weird. If they were 8, I'd maybe be like, okay, I could see.
They're kind of still at that like cusp. Of, like,
Yeah, I
magical
guess
thinking.
12. Yeah, I guess kind of.
They're just developing their reasoning skills.
Yeah, I feel like 12 is a borderline, but yeah, you're right. Like, it is that awkward age where you're still kind of
They're,
mentally
like,
a
they're mentally
kid.
at each other, and they're still developing like into like
They're grown.
reasoning.
Yeah.
Not to say that teenagers have reasoning. Like they have basic reasoning skills.
The cold hard
But, like,
logical mind.
Does Santa Claus exist? Or, like logical, basic, critical thinking, like logic.
Do 12-year-olds still think Santa exists?
Some of them. I think some do.
Which he totally does.
He absolutely. If you are 8 years old listening to this podcast, please don't. But like,
I'm so sorry.
You're good, and you better
For goodness
not
sake.
shout.
Or cry.
But you can cry because it's healthy to express
It's healthy to cry.
I
Yeah,
actually almost cry every day now. So
yeah, it's healthy to cry and pout.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
With the majesty of nature, I cry.
Yeah, no, I didn't realize that song is really kind of a suck it up, buttercup kind of lesson. But yeah, no. Yeah, I guess 12 years old. I mean, I guess that's a tangent in itself. I'm like, do 12-year-olds believe in Santa? But whatever. But do Chris and Lindy
can fly?
Do Chris and Lindy believe in Santa?
It seems like Chris is holding space for, like, okay, maybe my doll is sentient, maybe he's not. That's none of my business.
I think she's mentally a little more immature than...
So Lindy doesn't believe in Santa. Chris says she doesn't, but part of her kind of still believes in Santa.
She's also more cynical because she's a tyrant, and Chris is more innocent and childlike.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have what might be one of the most disturbing scenes in the book, where Chris goes downstairs. And look, Mr. Wood is unforgiving, and he knows that revenge is a dish best served cold. Refrigerator cold. She comes downstairs and she finds food smashed, the fridge wide open. It's a disgusting mess everywhere, and her precious junk jewelry collection all mixed up with the broken glass and the olives and the.
Well, I believe that was Mr. Wood.
Oh, okay. I'm following now.
There's milk, there's mustard, there's a mess all over the place. It's disgusting.
It ain't great.
And they even the hummus too. Oh,
and the hummus too. And Chris is like horrified. And Lindy comes down.
Yeah.
And she's horrified.
Yeah.
And,
she's real horrified.
And they're like, "Oh my God. Look, it's such a big mess." I don't know. And then the mom comes down and she's like, "What the fuck?"
What the fuck, girls?
She's like, "I have had it up to here with your dummy shenanigans.
Your father hasn't touched me in months.
And I have to put up with this shit?"
I've been trying to masturbate upstairs for the last hour. I come down to get a glass of wine and I see this.
She does not say any of that, of course.
So this is us.
It was a surprise. I was really surprised when that came out in the Goosebumps book. I was like, "Whoa!"
My eyes widened.
Like,
But the girls were like, "It wasn't us. It was Slappy, please."
And she's like, Mom's like, "Here, I'm gonna take the doll. I'm gonna take the dummies away from both of you." Because you cannot handle this. And they're like, "No, that's a fate worse than death."
Even though we think our dummies might be able to move around, we don't want them to go. Lindy's like, they're both like, "We're nothing without our dummies, please."
Even though, Lindy had previously, like, quietly said to herself, like, "I think your doll is evil."
Yeah.
Like, even though she thinks that, they're like, "No, don't take the dummies away. They're all we have in this world." We'll do it. We'll clean up everything. We swear. Just go to bed, Mom. Like, we'll clean up everything. Don't worry about it. Okay.
And then I think she's like, "I don't want to see your dummies down in the kitchen ever again." Like,
she's like, "I don't want to hear the word dummy. I don't want to hear fucking
thing about this.
Yeah.
Or I'm leaving your father.
And you'll never see me
and
again.
I will blame you for the divorce."
Yes. So Mom goes up to bed, and the girls start cleaning up. And this
is the biggest betrayal of any story.
First what happens is she puts Mr. Wood in the closet again or something, and then she hears a voice saying, "Let me out of here! Let me out of here!" Like in the middle of the night.
It goes on.
Yeah. And then she's telling Lindy, and Lindy's like, "Oh," and she's like, "Lindy," but Lindy's not responding the way you'd think she would at all.
Oh, yeah, because she's like, "Lindy, please," like, I'm really...
She's, like, crying. She's shaking in fear. She, like, hands are shaking. She's tears streaming down her face. She's like, "I'm... Mom spaghetti."
There's vomit on her sweater already. She's crying. She's like, "Lindy, please, I'm terrified." And Lindy I think she starts laughing.
Yeah, she's like, "I know who's been doing it."
It's that
she's
moment
like, she's
where,
like, she's like, "I know who it is.
Oh,
I know who's been doing it."
She's like, "Please, what? Who?"
Yeah, and then Lindy's like, "I have," and like starts laughing at her.
Oh my God.
And her smile spread into a grin almost as wide as Slappy's. Is what.
So sinister.
And this is the truth.
Creeps me the fuck out.
It's not that a haunted doll might be in your house. house. It's that you might have a twin sister who's an absolute
fucking psychopath.
No, like, that's psychopathic behavior.
She's like, I've spent weeks tricking you, terrorizing you,
Fucking up your shit, tricking you, making you think you're insane, making you think your dog is evil.
Absolute gaslighting. Like,
gaslighting the shit out of you.
And I can't believe you bought it. Wow, that's so lame.
Oh, and she
Chris
also
is still
put herself in danger just for the satisfaction.
yeah, like she got in trouble too by her mom. Like
it was a long con.
Yeah, like it was like stupid. I'm like, she didn't. But the only thing she needed was Chris's misery. She wanted Chris to be scared and
That was the only thing she had to gain from this, because it didn't stop Chris from doing the ventriloquism.
It didn't stop. She wasn't even trying to. She just wanted to make her miserable. She's like,
sadist.
well, you copied me, and so I wanted to hurt you.
And I think, like, then she gets sulky, I think, because Chris is really mad at her or whatever. She's like, well, fine. I thought you could take a joke, but I guess not. Like, she gets mad at her almost about. She's like, fine. She, like, puts her blanket. She, like, sulks, put her blanket.
Arlstein, he wrote a really good psychopath.
Like, a really true villain.
She is, like, an absolute jerk. And
the way she has no, like, critical thinking of, like, she only... It's like, upset that someone's upset with her.
I guess I would say she's 12 years old, so a bit too young to diagnose her as a psychopath.
I guess she has oppositional defiant disorder.
We
give children when we can't call them psychopaths.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like...
She's evil.
It was evil. The fact that, like, she saw... Because I feel like if I did something like this to my brother, a prank, if I saw him bursting into tears, I would feel bad. I would be like, whoa, this has gone too far.
This has gone too far. And she's, like, still crying as Lindy's like, I can't believe you bought it, you
She's
stupid
like,
loser.
wait, come here. Can you put them in the jar? I'm collecting them. Thank you.
yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna bathe in them.
Yeah, she's like a few steps away from licking her cheek or something.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's right. Cry for me. Like,
I love your pain.
It's like,
yeah.
And she's like, it was just a joke, bro. Like, that was totally her response. Like, it was just like, it's just a, why you so mad? Like, it's just a joke.
But like Chris,
props to her. She says, no, this was too mean to be a prank.
yeah.
I'm actually never speaking to you again.
Oh, yeah. No, like...
I mean, that is,
A calm, quiet, like, no, this was too
indignation.
far, girl.
Yeah, no, you're right. Like, it does suggest a certain level of maturity on Chris's part to be like, this is weird. This isn't just like, until this point, she seems like an annoying sister. And like, I'm sure people listening are like, okay, like, she sounds annoying. Why do you guys hate her so much? But like, no, she is a monster for sure. Like, it was crazy behavior, 100%.
Like, did she hit her head or something? Because this is fun.
Okay, honestly, when I was reading it at this point, I was
Convinced that she had been possessed and she was being controlled by
one of the dummies.
But she didn't actually do this. This is a cover up.
Yeah.
But that is me being so generous to this girl. No, she actually did just do this because she thought it was funny. And we brushed past it.
Oh, yeah.
It never gets fully addressed.
Like,
I don't get it.
She never really gets her comeuppance to any degree. Like I feel like she's almost... there isn't, like, a full forgiveness, but, like, she never gets her comeuppance. She never gets, like... Which actually, to be fair, in Goosebumps, that is something that I notice happens where... And maybe it's true to life. There are a lot of cases in Goosebumps of there being terrible, bratty kids who just don't face consequences for being terrible and bratty. Like, and... In
real life?
No, in Goosebumps.
I was like, because it happens.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, that does happen in real life, Aiden. Yeah, no. It happens, but... Yeah, no, and I mean, yeah, that's the big, because some Goosebumps books have a mid-book twist, and that's the mid-book twist, is that everything up until this point has just been Lindy. And it's really, and I said this is when the plot gets going, it's really after this that the real, like, I guess, horror Goosebumps, I mean, other than the horror of having a psychopath twin sister, which is probably a more relatable horror, or like a terrifying.
I would rather have ghosts and ghouls and beasts,
or an evil ventriloquist dummy,
or an evil ventriloquist dummy, than deal with a real sinister person. Humans are the true monsters, and that is what this book has shown me, because the real sinister thing here is that Chris cannot go to her mom and tell her about this horrible gaslighting, manipulative shit that her sister has done because she has made it so that their mom won't listen to anything either of them has to say.
True.
So Chris
So
has no
sorry
one to
for
talk
survivors of abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's classic abuse. Like she has made it so that Chris has cried wolf too many times now, and she can't turn around and go, "Mom,
Lindy has been spending weeks terrorizing me and gaslighting me and making me think I'm insane."
Yeah. If you have a sibling or person in your family like this, please reach out to Kids Help Phone or someone, a trusted professional. Please.
Yeah.
Get
No,
out.
like it's yeah, no, and in a way, and it is the weird part of the book for me because I don't think it's never really resolved after this. I feel like if anything, it's kind of pushed under the rug for like a whole, as we'll see, a different threat that comes up, like a different villain kind, because definitely Lindy's the bad guy up until this point, but there's a new villain who kind of takes on center stage after this, and
Dr. Eggman.
Dr. Eggman comes in. Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll get that hedgehog. Yeah, no, like it's yeah, no, like a new villain comes on, and like Chris is still kind of annoyed at Lindy, and it's implied she's not talking to her that much still, like later on, but this kind of gets brushed aside for the most part. Yeah.
yeah, because after this,
Like, Chris doesn't talk to Lindy for the next few days.
Yeah.
But she does look and find this small card in Mr. Wood's front pocket.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That says Karu Mari Odana Loma
Oh, no.
Milanu Karano.
I can't believe you said it.
Oh, God. Is there anything in this room that will come to life?
I had like a little
Oh.
opossum.
Oh, that's the
figurine.
opossum I
Yeah,
gave
yeah,
you.
the little opossum guy.
Yeah.
Okay, we could take him.
Yeah, he's tiny.
Yeah.
But
I gave it to Aiden.
but yeah, she says the magic words that have kind of become iconic now because they're the slappy words, which is funny because they're found in Mr. Wood's pocket in this, but these are the slappy
Well,
words.
maybe
in the-
Slappy put it there, you know?
Maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, after reading the card out loud,
Loud. Chris thinks she sees Mr. Wood blink.
Yeah.
Oh.
she's like, "What the fuck? I don't know.
Yeah. And she's like, no, I'm just seeing
I'm
things.
just seeing things."
Whatever.
I can't trust myself now
Yeah.
after my sister.
My own sense of what's real and fake is
Oh.
destroyed now because
God damn.
it's like
That sucks.
it's like when in Community, Abed paints like a fake, like on the wall, he paints like a cartoon tunnel or whatever, and like Troy sees it and Abed's like hiding behind a garbage can. It's like, this is the cartoon world, Troy. It's real. You just got to run in and you'll believe it. Like Troy's about to run in and then Abed's like, no, it's not real. And then like Troy's like, I know it isn't. He walks away and Abed's like, oh, I think I've done some damage here or whatever. Like,
Because he's like, "Oh, I was hopeful."
yeah, he gave me hope. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's Lindy's done some damage here to Chris. That
That cannot be undone.
no.
Yeah, no.
It's- Yeah, so I think this is where the weird, like,
The parents, they don't have the neighbors over for... Do they have them over for dinner, or did the neighbors just show up?
It was
and-
after dinner.
Okay, at least they had dinner. I thought they just kind of showed up and were like, we heard you have ventriloquists. We want to see...
Here we are now. Entertain
They, like,
us.
push
Yeah.
everyone out of
Here
the
we
way.
are.
Show us the dummies.
Entertain us.
Show us.
Yeah, the Millers, which is such a stereotypical, I don't know, like,
that's such a classic white family.
yeah, the Millers. Meet the Millers. Yeah, like it's
That's a good
Well,
movie.
because they're doing grain. You know?
Yeah.
Millers be doing grain.
that's true. Yeah. You're
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, and they're like an
Yes.
older couple, right? Like I think they're
Yeah.
like an older.
They're like a sweet old couple, and then so Lindy and Chris are like, they're not even talking. Their parents are like, "Okay, girls, you're gonna come down and perform. You're gonna perform for the neighbors. Come on." It's like, "Oh, I thought you didn't want to hear about our fucking dolls."
yeah,
For
yes.
sure.
Yes, you're like,
Well,
oh,
it
so
has to
now
do
you
with
want
our
the dummies.
family
Yeah.
image.
Now that it's making you popular with the neighbors, you want us to come down
Yep.
and do
Yeah.
a show. Okay, fine, we'll do it. So Lindy decides to go first, and everyone's like, "Oh my God,
I
you're
just-
so funny."
I remember, I think I remember too, like, and I'd read it up. I remember, like, and also, like, they look alike or whatever, and then, like, I think Chris, is this what happens when you get old together? You start looking alike or whatever, and it just, that's like
Just a little observation.
like a weird,
Wow.
yeah, just a weird, because, yeah, I guess they both look like each other, but yeah, I think, is it Lindy does it first.
Lindy goes first,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh my god, you're so funny!" Clap, 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 applause. We love ventriloquism. This whole town is insane.
I'm gonna get like hate mail after this from professional ventriloquists who are like,
Oh yeah, no, the ventriloquist community is like gonna have it out for us now.
Good
like,
thing they don't know us.
That's it's a good thing we didn't put our last name in this podcast.
I've had the docs.
My last name is complicated.
Yeah.
And hard to
And
pronounce.
unknown.
Yeah.
Very hard to
My
pronounce.
name's a basic ass last name, but you don't know it.
There we go. Don't tempt them. Yeah. So Chris goes up to perform her act, and Mr. Wood starts going off on them. Starts being like, "You old ass ugly
Bitches.
Yeah, he's like, "Is that a mustache, or are you eating a rat?" And then, like, they're like nervously laughing, and then he's like, "Don't laugh so hard. You might drop your false teeth. And how do you get your teeth that disgusting shade of yellow? Does your bad breath do that?" Like, he's just going, which is sadly better material than anything Chris has had up until this
It's
point
true.
too. Like, it's
Yeah.
like he's still improving her act or whatever, but like, yeah, it's
So I was thinking, like, wow, this like trauma from Lindy has actually made her a better performer.
yeah, that they're like, "Apologize, Chris," and then Mr. Wood's like, "I'm sorry you're so ugly. I'm sorry you're so old and stupid." And like, it's just
Got
like,
him.
yeah, Mr. Wood isn't like that funny, to be fair. Like, he's not great, but like, his idea of comedy is just being mean. Like, it's
Exactly.
He-
Just like Lindy.
well, that's it. Lindy's been a bad influence on him. He's like, "Oh, this is what comedy is. This is what people find funny."
Who knows what Mr. Wood could have been in a world without Lindy?
Without Lindy, yeah. No.
Yeah. And Chris is like, "It's not me. It's Mr. Wood." And
Yeah, she's turned into what Lindy was when she had Mr. Wood.
And
Like,
Lindy's like, "I already did this bit."
I did like Lindy's response. Like, "You're such a fucking copycat. Like, now you're doing what I did to you. You're an even bigger loser than I thought you were," or whatever. Like, it's just like,
She's like, I'm more creative. I wouldn't do this again.
yeah, like, I get if you want revenge against me, but like, don't do the exact same thing I did to you. Like maybe come up with some better material.
Yeah. And then the next day is the big concert where Chris is performing.
Right?
And
Yeah.
she goes up to do her act.
She's like Mrs. Berman. It's going to be great or whatever. Like, I just know it.
Oh, and she's like a heavier woman.
She's a heavier woman, which is important to
And
the plot.
I like envisioned her as being this like sweet lady who's like, "Oh, you're gonna be great."
yeah,
sweetie."
yeah.
And she's like heavier, and she really like cares about the students, and she's just trying to give her a chance.
Yeah, like, I feel like she probably put her on. She probably maybe knows Chris is like a bit uncomfortable, like
Yeah.
maybe shy and uncomfortable. She's maybe hoping to get her out of her shell or something, kind of
Mhm.
like.
Which really comes to bite her.
Yeah.
Bite her in the butt. Yeah, no. And like,
Yeah.
Chris is just having kind of mild stage fright, and she's like, "Oh, maybe I can't do this." And then Mrs. Berman, like, "I believe in you," kind of thing, or whatever. Like, "You can do this." And then Mr. Wood immediately calls her a blimp. Like, he goes up and he immediately calls Mrs. Berman. He's like, "What time does the blimp go up?"
And then all the students are like, "Oh my god, they're calling her fat."
They're
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, it's the 90s. A fat joke?"
Yeah, oh yeah, I think one of the ones I remember is, "If we count your chins, will it tell us your age?" Like, it's just bad. I was like surprised. Like, I will say, like, some of the stuff Mr. Wood said, like, especially like the amount of times he calls people moron and stuff is just so mean-spirited that I'm surprised to see it in a kid's book almost, because it's just so like raw and like mean or whatever. Like, pushes the boundaries, I feel, in a weird way of what I would expect in like a
That's what art is all about.
yeah.
I feel like RL was just trying to like channel his anger for his children.
Yeah, I think he says like, if you get any bigger, you're gonna need a zip code or whatever. He's just throwing all the
Yo mama jokes.
all the yo mama jokes. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't say like, "You got your own orbit" or something. Like, yeah, there's just so many.
Gravitational pull.
Yeah, there's only so many fat jokes. I always go to the same material after a while.
Exactly. And then when he runs out of fat jokes, he does a classic Goosebumps.
It spews green slime all over the place.
Which I will say, Arlstein did a good job of seeming disgusting. He describes it as having like a pea soup looking consistency, and I was like, that
Oh, it
seems
smelled really bad.
yeah, it
smells
smells
rotten.
awful. And I was like, this seems disgusting. Like, I almost found myself not gagging. I was like, ooh, like I was like, this
I
is
was like mortified, and also like it seemed like it was spewing so long, and so I was like, how is all of this fitting in the dummy? And they're like, please make it stop, and I'm like, well, clearly this is not normal. Like,
she doesn't have a tube connected.
And how is she making this dummy do this? Like, there's, and how did she get this fluid inside this little dummy? And like, there's no way. This is not like, where is this coming from? How is it this disgusting? Like,
exactly. Where's the critical thinking? But she gets in trouble for it anyway.
No, they're like, they don't ask her how she did it at all. Like, but yeah, all the kids run out screaming.
That's like the first sign of like, this is supernatural. Like, this is wild.
Yeah.
But they're like, you're going to be suspended from school for this. Possibly for life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what? So,
no education.
Yeah, Mrs. lost all of Mrs. Berman's goodwill immediately. Yeah, she was like...
She's like, you called me
I was going to say she should have thicker skin, but I was like...
Victim blame.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Berman. Like I don't know.
Elephant?
You know that Chris is going
sorry.
through stuff. Maybe she should have been not immediately jumped on like, I'm done with you, Chris. You messed up. You get one strike.
I think she also, like, Miss Berman strikes me as someone who's very, like, self-conscious.
I'm sure, yeah.
And
like,
I think, like, she immediately, like, was so embarrassed.
we're just flushing her out. Like I really feel...
I'm sorry, I get into, like, the psych profile of the characters. So,
It adds to it.
Yeah, no. And so this doesn't go well with the parents, who are all very mad at Chris, who are both very mad at Chris. Mr. and Mrs. Powell. They don't have names. They're just Mr. and Mrs. Powell, right?
I think so, yeah. And they're like, we're getting rid of that dummy. We're bringing it back to the pawn shop.
Which, good call, in all honesty.
Finally.
Yeah, like, get rid of the dummy, please.
Yeah, so like Chris locks Mr. Wood in the closet to go to sleep.
Even Lindy is, I think, starting to realize something weird is going on. Like, she's kind of like, she's like,
weird.
strange. Like, yeah, she's like, I don't know what to believe or whatever. And she's rare moment of like, not compassion, but she's like, like, oh, like, it'll be okay tomorrow. Let's just go to sleep. Like, I think she's starting to realize something weird is going on at this point or whatever. I mean, I think she knows, I think she's probably like, Chris doesn't have it in her to do something like this or whatever. Like
she
like,
doesn't have the equipment to do this green spew.
Yeah, maybe she's the one person who's like, how did she get him to puke out all...
Because only a prankster will identify who is and isn't a prankster.
And she's like, I know my sister. She ain't no prankster.
My sister sucks. She can't do this.
She can't pull something like that off.
Yeah.
The supernatural is the only solution.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like Chris is just lying in bed that night, like, my life is ruined. Like, she's like, I can never go back to school again. Like, she's just mortified.
I would be.
Yeah, I think she's like, she's just kind of having her own PTSD moment with like the scene going on in her head again and again, and she's just like, oh my god, green spew. If I directed it, I just want a bunch of shots of Slappy, Mr. Wood barfing.
That would be
again.
her mind just replaying that moment. Like, no.
Whereas she's just going through this, whereas in the next bed, Lindy is like loudly snoring or whatever, completely content with everything.
Yeah.
But then things...
This is the night when it all happens.
This
is the finale.
The showdown.
Yes, this is when things really start. It only took, 18 chapters? Yeah, it only took 18 chapters for the real stuff to actually happen, but she hears footsteps, and she hears someone sneaking around. Yeah. And there's like a shadowy figure, I think, on the landing or whatever. And she's like, who is it? And she grabs the shoulder and turns it around. And it's Mr. Wood.
Mr. Wood!
Mr. Wood's walking around.
He's alive!
He's alive. He's not just your regular dummy. He's a walking and talking dummy.
Wood and wood.
Yeah.
And he's more concerning than ever, honestly. He says some stuff.
I've got some thoughts about Mr. Wood in this book, because it was already a mortifying book, but it went into some dark places with Mr. Wood. Like, I'll go so far as to say it. For people who listen to our podcast, they've listened to Monster Blood, they already know Sarah Beth from that, who me and Peter have said up until this point is probably, we think, the most vile villain in Goosebumps. I think Mr. Wood takes the cake now. Mr. Wood
has
he's a monster.
succeeded, has taken the crown.
He's an absolute monster. He gets more time than Sarah Beth too. Sarah Beth is only in like 2 chapters, I think, or whatever.
She kind of like has a little reveal.
She's like, I was actually the bad guy the whole time, and then she gets killed by monster blood. But Mr. Wood has his time to shine, and he takes advantage of it to let us know that he sucks. He really sucks. He's creepy. He's violent. He's easily the most violent character I think we've had.
Oh, it's about to get. Well, anyways,
Yeah, she like grabs him and she's like, "Oh my god!" And he's like, "Haha! Now you're my slave, and you will do as I say for the rest of time."
Yeah. Immediately, like, you're my slave now. Yeah, she's like, "You can't talk. You're a dummy," and he's like, "So are you." Yeah, like he's like,
He's still roasting her.
he loves to roast. Yeah, that's not an act. That's just how he is. Like. But she's like he's also not that intimidating though, because she's grabbing him and overpowering him. He's like, I've got power.
That's the thing. He keeps saying, "You watch out. I've got powers.
Yeah,
be careful, slave." And
his catchphrase I determined was, "I'm warning you, I have powers." Only power we see him have is that he can vomit out pea soup. That's the only ability he has. He doesn't seem like he's
be insulting.
And mean, yeah. He's not exceptionally
crazy power.
He's not exceptionally strong because Chris is giving him a good fight. Like she is holding him down. And he's like, "Let me go, I'm your master. Let me go, you're my slave." Like, and he's like struggling.
I'm pretty sure he threatens to kill people she loves.
Oh yeah, he says if you don't do as I say. Okay, so first, Lindy comes down and she sees Mr. Wood alive, and she's like, "Holy fuck!" Like, I didn't think
this was real, but oh my god.
Okay. Yeah, I think they're like, oh, like, this can't be real, we're dreaming. He's like, "I'm not a dream, I'm a nightmare," or whatever. He's just, he knows what he is. He knows he's a shit, and he's totally on board with it. Like,
he loves it. He accepts himself.
He's self-actualized into being the worst thing he can be. Yeah. And he's like a warning to Lindy of what she can become if she doesn't change her ways. I think that's what Mr. Wood is.
I think Lindy sees him and is like, how can we use him to become worse?
Yeah. Or maybe this is an eye-opening moment for Lindy, where she's like, "Damn, that guy fucking sucked," or whatever. Like, yeah, like.
I don't know, man.
But yeah, then like.
Because she's like concerned about Chris when Mr. Wood's hurting her and stuff. Like,
it's a weird shift, but I guess it works for the book.
Yeah, like I think at this point, it's kind of like Lindy goes on Chris's side at this point, because she's like,
where the line is for Lindy's morality.
Yeah, maybe she's like, I'm mean to my sister. But, like, only I can be mean to my sister. You can't do this shit to her. Only I get to do that.
If you do it, I can't torment her for the rest of my life.
Yeah, no. And I think, and still Chris is holding Mr. Wood this whole time or whatever. And, like,
she's like, "Go get our parents."
Yeah.
Go get Mom. I don't know if Dad's home yet.
Dad's in Oregon.
Yeah, I think Dad is here at this point, and they get him.
Oh, yeah, because he came back and he's like, "I'm taking that dummy back to the pawn shop."
Yeah, let's go back to the pawn shop. And so they go and get them, and of course, when they come out, Mr. Wood just goes back to not moving or whatever. He's like, because he has some self-preservation instinct. He's probably like, "Okay, I can't take on their parents," or whatever. Yeah. His target is children, which isn't creepy at all. Like
yes, and he seems to be like a fully like adult mind.
Yes.
Too. And he's like trying to enslave these children.
To do whatever he wants.
To do what?
Yeah, he never says. He's just like, "You're going to do what I want now. If you tell anyone, I'll kill everyone you love." Like, that's pretty much what he's...
I'll kill your parents, I'll kill your friends. And, like, again, this is a predator.
He's absolutely a predator.
I think he likes control.
I think so. And
like a predator.
I feel like, he's absolutely a predator. He wants to control them, and that's what gets his dummy rocks off, is just the idea of being able to make people do what he wants. His little dummy rocks off. He's just he's a clear, we call Lindy a sadist. He's like substantially worse than her still. Like he's like actual serial killer or whatever and stuff. Like I mean, the parents are concerned though at this point about the children. They're like, maybe you guys need to see doctors or something, because
they're finally starting to realize something is not right, which they should have realized when these girls developed a fixation on learning how to become ventriloquists. But better late than never.
It's a perfectly fine hobby.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, ventriloquist. It's a perfectly fine hobby.
You're just trying to like side with them. You're just trying to like prevent yourself. The hate's come at our way.
You're trying to pander to the ventriloquist.
You're like, I'm not like Zoe and Aiden here. Like, I love and respect our ventriloquist dummy troops or whatever.
It's a fun
Troops.
Scouters and ventriloquist. Just imagining
every soldier is too.
Because they've all got a little gun.
I'm just imagining like a bunch of soldiers with like ventriloquist dummies also dressed up as soldiers.
Just shooting the dummy that's shooting.
Roasting the enemies. Like, hey, get out of here, you bunch of morons.
The dummies are shooting the guns.
Scream, get out of here! Yeah. The military, the side they're against, are like, what the fuck? And like they're just getting like shot down by dummies.
The miming you're doing of the guns is like they're like 1940s, like
Yeah.
Or like a ventriloquist sniper.
Yeah, like I'm picturing like the ventriloquist from Batman, where he's got like Scarface, like that's what I'm imagining or whatever. Yeah, like a little gangster themed like ventriloquist dummy. Yeah, but
they've got like ventriloquists using vehicles, like their dummies.
Yeah, like there's like a tank and like the top opens and you see a dummy peek its head out or whatever. Hello. Yeah. Like, they're right there, boys.
It's
what
like
time is it? Bombs o'clock.
that movie. What was it with the dummies? But it was American.
Oh, yes.
But it, oh man,
which like the horror movie?
Like marionettes.
Oh.
No.
Oh, I forget the name.
Super something.
Yeah, but it'd be like that, but there'd be actual people like American.
American.
Which one? Like the one with
what is it called?
Yeah, with the emperor singing, where he's like, "I'm so lonely."
Team America.
Yeah, it'd be like Team America. Yeah, sorry.
America, fuck yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
Yeah, Rita Romney. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah, and I'm thinking of Toy Soldier. I think too, which is like not dummy related, but that's like what
dummy adjacent.
I mean, they're action figures. Yeah, they're stupid toys ultimately. Yeah, you shut your mouth. But
yeah, so the girls try, because they can easily overpower the dummy, they're like, let's put him in a suitcase and bury him alive.
Well, and first what they try to do is they're like, I'll read the words. Yeah, because he's like.
Well, first they try to decapitate him.
They try to pull his head off and it's not working or whatever.
They really try to pull his head off and he's like, I'm magic.
Yeah, no, he's like, and then they're like, how did this happen or whatever? He's like, you brought me to life. You read the ancient words or whatever. And they're like,
bound us together. And now you're my slave.
And then I think they said it again.
They try to like, she reads it back to him. And he says the weird line that is not fleshed out in the book again, where he's like, those are the words the ancient sorcerer made to bring me to life. Those aren't the words to kill me. And I'm like, so there are words to kill you. Who's the ancient sorcerer? What is your
Cody's descendant? Like Cody's ancestors.
Cody's ancestors, yeah. Like they're like, yeah, those are the words of the ancient sorcerer to bring me to life. Those aren't the words to kill me. So
I think the words to kill him are probably you're not so funny.
Yeah, you're like actually not as funny as you think you are. Yeah.
That is the words to kill any comedian.
Actually. Any like asshole comedian or whatever. Just don't laugh and you're like and
you're not as funny as you think you are. Yeah, those are the magic words.
Yeah, so they try that, it doesn't work. And again, gives a weird backstory that I know details of it and we'll get into it after. It's not really interesting, and I do think it's...
You'll get into it. We're at 2 hours, baby.
I'm not sure.
I think this is our shortest one.
Is this going to be like the new standard length for ours now? It might be.
I hope so.
but I'll get into it after
okay.
Mr. Wood dies, because after Mr. Wood dies, it kind of connects to Slappy. Sorry, he doesn't die. What are you talking about? Mr. Wood doesn't die.
What?
He wins in the end. And they become his slaves forever. Yeah. So they try to kill him with the words, but words don't hurt Mr. Wood. They don't.
No, they do not.
They don't. They bounce right off him. Like
I wish.
And they stick to you because you're made of glue.
You're made of glue, and especially Chris. She is totally made of glue. Like every word sinks into her, and she's like, like it leaves a bruise.
To something more.
Yeah. No. Super relatable character. And then they put them in. You were talking about. They put them in the suitcase. They're
they put him in a suitcase. They bury him in like is it in their backyard? Or
they bury him in, I think, in their backyard or something.
Or like next door in the construction zone.
Yeah.
They're like, Oh yeah, they look up the next morning and they're like, "Whoa, those steamrollers are paving over the spot where we buried him. That's amazing. He's gonna be sealed down there."
And then they go downstairs and they see him in the freaking kitchen.
Yeah, I think the parents are like, "We're going out or whatever. Like, you guys are grounded, but we're leaving today for whatever."
Like, I told you I didn't want to see that dummy in the kitchen.
Yeah, and they're like, "What?" And like,
then they shed their pants.
And then yeah, that's right. They come down and they see him there, and he's like covered in soil and stuff, I think, or whatever, and like
Buffy when she dragged herself out of the grave.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
don't ruin it.
It's the only episode of Buffy I've ever seen.
Okay. That is a weird episode of Buffy.
Let me tell you,
that would be the first episode or last time.
That is a far episode of Buffy. That is funny.
It is strange.
Yeah, no, and then they're like, "Told you not to bring the dummy here anymore." Anyways, we're going. And the kids are like, "No, don't go, please.
Don't go, please."
And they're like, "No, we'll be back."
He goes, "Well,
yeah.
I guess it's just us alone, girls.
And then he does one of his most disturbing acts where he takes their dog, I think he's a terrier, Barky.
Worst name for a dog.
The terrible name for a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Cute little...
Excellent name for a terrier, let's be real.
Yeah, he's a terrier. Like, he's a terrier. He's gonna bark. I'm sure he was probably barking when they got him, like, I guess you're Barky. But, Mr. Wood's like, "I told you what I'd do if you ever crossed me," and then he starts strangling Barky.
And I was like, I didn't think I would need to look, does the dog die.com.
We've done that in our podcast.
I should have checked that before reading.
And there is actually a dog does die in a Goosebumps book. No! There is a book where a dog dies. Yeah.
This comes up.
Oh, gosh.
A dog does die. And
it truly makes him a villain because he's strangling this little puppy.
Yeah, that's innocent.
It's innocent as like punishment to control them.
Yep.
To be like, you disobeyed me, now I'm gonna kill your dog.
He's probably like, "I'll start with the dog and then I'll work my way up if you do it again. I'll get worse and worse." Like, he's like, "This is the most expendable." And they fight him, and it's disturbing because they're trying to pull his hands off, and it's tough for them to do it because he's really got his hands around his neck.
He doesn't realize that it doesn't work that way. You don't work your way up from dog. Like, killing the dog is like the most evil.
Yeah, and I think we also missed too. I think earlier on he punches Chris in the stomach too at one point. Like, he's like a mean, like he's a violent guy. Yeah.
Again, we've been talking for 2 hours. If you want to see all the horrors, you read the book.
Read Night of the
Living Dummy. If you want the abridged version,
yeah.
You listen to us talk about it for a few hours.
It might take you the same amount of time.
Probably shorter, even. Yeah. No, but like it's
with less sleepwalking stories.
That's true.
So
those were excellent.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Where's the sleepwalking tangent?" Yeah. No.
It's not the same.
Yeah. No.
Okay. The dog. Sorry to leave you in suspense. The dog does live in this book.
Yes, he does not die.
They managed to free the dog.
And I think the dog just books it away. He like runs away. I think he runs to the corner of the room, freaked out or whatever. He's like, "What the fuck?" or whatever.
No. The dog runs outside.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then
They
Mr.
run
Wood
after.
Starts chasing after the dog because
he's got to finish his job.
Yeah.
He's trying to kill that dog.
Well, like it's like, and then
he gets his job's done.
And then, like, they run... Or no, what happens first is... I think what happens is they... Because I'm looking at this right now. They take the dummy out. Or, like, they take him off. And then the dummy runs out of the house. And they chase the dummy. And they're struggling with him to grab him. And he's like, "Let go of me," or whatever. And then they see Barky run out after them. Because they left the door open. And Barky's running in front of one of the construction.
And they're nervous for Barky. Because they don't want Barky to get run over.
So they let Mr. Wood go. Because they just immediately drop Mr. Wood. So we got to save our dog. Like, we care about him more than Mr. Wood. And they run and do that. And then Mr. Wood, I think, thinks he can make a getaway at this point. So he runs away.
He sees a steamroller coming. And they're like, "Ooh, maybe he'll get hit."
But no, he dodges it.
Yeah.
Just in time to get rolled over from the second steamroller that he didn't see coming.
But he has powers.
He has powers.
And yet, a steamroller...
I guess something other than the magic words can kill him after all, because...
Crushes his little wooden body.
And I remember it's a good image of, like, they say there's, like, green smoke that exits his
mist comes out and sort of drifts melts away.
Oh,
out of-
and I wanted to add, this might be linked to the plastic factory in the first book.
Oh,
There's a plastic factory in the first book.
and the
That's,
Goosebumps.
I think it was. I think.
universe.
Yeah.
I think it was a yellow mist
The
in that.
GBU?
But maybe they're cousins. It's
Green, yellow, very
a-
close.
on the color
Especially
spectrum.
If the green travels through
Tertiary
a
color.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If some of the blue gets filtered out along the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, then it's
Oh,
then it becomes yellow.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
monster blood?
well. That
oh,
Monster Blood's green, so maybe yeah, like. But it's I think it's supposed to be like his soul or whatever, like or the evil magic animating him is released or whatever and
Yes.
gone.
Now we don't know if it's like gone or if it's just traveling into a new host.
And yes,
Which
because the book ends pretty well. A funny thing happens when the driver comes. He's like, "Oh my god, did I hit a kid?" He's like, "No."
Not again!
a child? A child?
This is the third one this week.
Like, if I hit a fourth one, I lose my license. Yeah, no, he's super
It's like,
freaked
was
out.
that a kid? And they're like, no, just a dummy. He's like, oh my god, I could have sworn I thought a kid
He goes from relief to annoyance. And he's like,
I've only
"What are you
had
kids doing
4
out here? Why are you
drinks this morning?
like?" He goes from like relief to like, "What are you kids doing here? Why are you hanging out here?" Or whatever. Like,
It's
what are you doing?
pouring
It's dangerous.
rain.
Yeah, like he's like, "Sorry about your dummy," and they're like, "No, it's fine. It's okay. Like we don't care at all." Like,
So they're so relieved. They've got Barky, thank goodness.
Yeah.
They go back inside and they're like, oh my god, what an ordeal. I mean, this has really brought the girls together because
yeah. I took it as like I took it as they kind of bonded through this in a weird way. It's like shared trauma that will kind of unite them together. I took it that like Lindy might be like, okay, maybe being mean isn't as great as it's cracked up to be because Mr. Wood is just pure meanness with no filter whatsoever. Like he's like, so we can hope that maybe, she took some lesson from this like you would in a fairy tale or something like,
yeah,
like, oh, there are actual evils out in the world. Why am I gonna spend my energy
yeah.
being a cunt?
The world's a 12-year-old. Like,
why am I, a 12-year-old, going to devote my life to being the worst?
yeah, like the world sucks enough already, especially in a world where evil ventriloquist dummies exist. Clearly, I don't need to make it worse or whatever. So they go back, think they've learned a lesson. Everything seems hunky dory. They go up to their room. Slappy's there, and he's like,
And
Slappy's there with a grin on his face, like, "Is that guy gone yet?" Yeah, and like he calls them slaves too. He's like, "Hey, slaves, is that guy gone? Is that guy gone yet?"
Is that other guy gone?
And it's like, "Here we go again." Yeah, no.
and slide whistle.
And that's the end of Lindy and
Wow.
Chris's story.
What an ordeal. That was fun. Oh,
Yeah, and so
that was a big one.
it was a big one, and this kind of connects to because you guys, you must not have read the after behind the screen section.
I read that.
The
Yeah.
interview with the author.
Yeah,
I believe I skimmed it.
yeah. I mean, the interview itself was whatever. He was like,
I feel like 3 questions.
I think he says he's always found dummies scary, and he kind of plugs like the new Goosebumps Horrorland books or whatever. He's like, Slappy's gonna have a big role in them. Yeah,
I
like
found the Goosebumps Horrorland video game in this interlude, and I sent a picture of it to you.
you did, and it's a pot, and you didn't get it.
No, I didn't for some reason.
And I mean, I think that's
I'll show
Fine.
Zoe briefly while you're talking.
Yeah, as like because they have a little bio for Slappy at the end. They even give him stats for some reason.
Stats?
They do this for all them at the end of all these books. I've noticed
Oh, cool.
they at the end of all these books they like it's only with the new ones. They didn't do this with the old ones I had. They have these sections at the end that describe the monster in the book, and they have a stat sheet at the end.
Oh,
Like
cool.
a baseball card.
Yeah, it says like strength is this. So Slappy has I don't know again. Overshadows Mr. Wood even in the book where Mr. Wood is the big villain. It's Slappy at the end they talk
This
about.
thing, Slappy, becomes the big iconic villain, even though I'm not convinced he's sentient the entire time.
I don't think
Could be.
Well, he was really playing it.
let
If he
me
was.
read to you the origins. In the late 1800s, an ancient sorcerer built 2 dummies from the wood of a stolen coffin. The wood was cursed, very cursed. Many years later, one of the wicked dummies, Mr. Wood, was finally defeated. But it only made the other dummy twice as wicked and 1,000 times ruder. That other dummy was Slappy. So that's...
1,000 times ruder?
Yeah. So I think, I read the wiki, fans' interpretation is that Mr. Wood's essence mixed with Slappy's essence and probably made Slappy even worse than he was before. Maybe that's why Slappy was more passive at first. So maybe Slappy was nice beforehand. I don't know. Or maybe not as mean. I will say, though, because I've read the later Night of the Living Dummy books, Mr. Wood is, I think, worse than Slappy. Because in the late... And I think it's also just kind of early weirdness in the books, because this is probably one of the more violent Goosebumps books in general. I feel like you don't normally have the bad guys being this choking people and stuff to this extreme. But because Slappy's thing is more just manipulation and like blackmail and stuff like that, or like he's usually not as big a physical threat. He's not like choking people and stuff to the degree that like Mr. Wood is. He's more manipulative. He's also more funny, whereas Mr. Wood is less funny and just more violent or whatever. So,
I see.
Yeah, like definitely different. But
do we know if when Chris recited the words that she had in Mr. Wood's pocket, did that sort of wake both of them?
I think that woke both of them, and I think Slappy
or
probably
the second time she recited it.
Maybe the second time. Or maybe the first time, and maybe Slappy just didn't want to compete with Mr. Wood or whatever at that time. Or maybe he was like, I'll just see how this plays out. And then Mr. Wood was gone. He's like, all right, now I can take some.
He was just biding his time.
Never explained, because next Night of the Living Dummy book, about an entirely different family, different people. Chris and Lindy never appear again. They're like...
Thank God.
Like, I mean... oh, no, yeah. Like, it's... one of the, because a lot of the recurring series tend to have recurring characters, but Night of the Living Dummy doesn't. Like, it's only Slappy that's the recurring character in all.
We also never get an answer as to why Slappy was in the dumpster of the house that's under construction.
Yeah,
it's weird, and it's strange because in later books, Slappy has those exact same words in his suit, but they were never found in this. They were found in Mr. Wood's suit. So even ignoring this origin, which I don't think was probably planned by R.L. Stine, I think this seems like a later addition. Like, I don't think R.L. Stine was really thinking heavily of lore when he was writing this book or anything like that. But, like, there is definitely a connection between Slappy and Mr. Wood, because Slappy has the same magic words.
They're brothers, Aiden.
They're made out of the same very cursed coffin.
And the family just had really bad luck because they got the two evil dummies into the same house from separate locations. Like,
but in the same city, one in a dumpster right next door and one at a local pawn shop.
Yeah.
So maybe another family had an experience with them and managed to shut them down or whatever, like effectively like turn them off, because they found a way to turn them off, like, and make them go back to sleep.
Not turn them on.
Yeah, you don't want to turn these dummies on. Like, so they managed to put them back to sleep, and then maybe they separated them and, like, put one in the dumpster, one in, like, the pawn shop or something.
But didn't Mr. Wood say that it had been, like,
thousands of years?
Yeah, I think he says something like, it's been years or whatever. He's like, I'm awake again.
I thought this was, like, Mesopotamia or something. Like, I thought it was...
Yeah, I know, the place in the late 1800s takes away a lot of the mystique. I'm like, I thought he was, like, weirdly old. But then also I'm like, how old can a ventriloquist dummy be at the same time? I'm like...
especially, like, Slappy's wearing a suit.
Slappy's wearing a suit, yeah. I'm like...
So
very fashion forward, okay?
Yeah. Like, maybe they had different forms in the past. Maybe they weren't always ventriloquist dummies. Maybe they were something else, and then they became ventriloquist dummies. I don't know. Yeah, no.
Now we're just inventing our
Now we're just making fan fiction at this point. I'm going to go on fanfiction.net and make
I know what you're doing tonight.
Yeah. I don't think it's fanfiction.net anymore. I think it's like AO3 or something. I forget what it's called. But
okay.
Yeah, no.
Cool.
Yeah, no, this is... yeah, no, definitely odd. violent and disturbing.
My favorite.
Yeah.
Very graphically violent.
I still found Lindy more evil than Mr. Wood, even though he was strangling a dog.
Well, she's a person. So.
Well, I think
She's
that's
a person. I have different standards for her.
like I almost feel like Mr. Wood seems like he was almost made to be evil or something. Like he's like he's a magical object. Like I don't think he's really he's not like a human or anything. Like
It's just different for girls and for evil demonic dummies, okay? Like girls mature faster, evil demonic dummies are just like
Dummies will be dummies.
Girls for girls, dummies will be evil dummies.
Yeah, makes sense, yeah.
Dummy's gonna strangle your dog.
Watch out.
Yeah.
Watch out, like that's just the way it is.
Yeah, they get lighter senses.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But
out on parole real quick.
Yeah, I guess what were our thoughts overall of Night of the Living Dummy?
I thought it was probably the best or second best I've read so far. Really good. I think he hit a kind of stroke of genius with this one.
Yeah, no. What's interesting too, because he doesn't make a sequel until later. It's not until like by the 30th book or whatever.
Wow.
Like we're planning to have Zoe come back for the next one,
Hopefully.
which means hopefully
that'd be great.
it'll be a while
I think
though.
Zoe did fantastic, by the way.
Zoe did a great job. Yeah,
I think it was awesome as our first guest. Like you did phenomenal.
You did really well. Thank you for coming. Like we're
Thanks,
really.
guys.
Oh, jeez.
You're supposed to call me a stupid moron.
Whoa. No, you're great.
Yeah, you're great. Like Zoe might come back.
Yeah.
Might
So
be.
if you really loved Zoe and you want her to come back, please let us know. We will have her back.
We will have her back regardless.
Either way.
Yeah.
So if you hated me, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, honestly, we don't want to hear that.
Yeah, if you don't want her to come back, she's going to come back. I'm sorry. But yeah. Current plan, next Night of the Living Dummy. If you want to come back sooner, you're always welcome. Like,
if you want to come on another episode, of course. But
I mean, I know you also mentioned
she's a busy
another.
person.
I won't say which one. You also mentioned another one, but that one is also a late book. Like, that's a late book as well. So, yeah.
And I really liked this structure. I think I'm going to take notes while I read.
I'm going to do this.
I can participate in this format more because it does make more sense. So thank you, Zoe.
I'm going to do do I
showing us this format.
Yeah, like I just had the book open too and was flipping through it, having notes I think is the way to go.
And you've listened to a lot of podcasts and stuff, so like you have the knowledge and whatnot. And we're learning as we go. So I think this one is going to turn out to be our best one yet. So thank you.
Yeah,
I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah,
I had a lot of fun.
I had a lot of fun. Well, thank you all for listening.
Yeah.
We will see you next time.
Yeah.
See you the next
time. We'll have an outro soon.
We will have an outro soon.
Take care, everyone.
Bye-bye. Or Girl Who Cried Monster. That's the next one. We'll see you for Girl Who Cried Monster.
I was like, is that her outro?
Yeah, Girl Who Cried Monster.